Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kop-Ish. Good evening, lovely people. Hope you're well. It is Friday the 6th of May, and you know what that means, guys. It is a call-in show. You guys get to call in, say what is on your mind, get whatever you've got on your chest off it, and we will have a nice little laugh, debate, and joke. Drift, how you doing today?
I'm good, B. I'm good. You're going. You keep on going a little bit digi for a sec. You was completely fine backstage, and you're going a little bit digi, but yeah, I'm good, man.
Give me one sec.
What's going on, people? What's going on? Sadiq in the building. Big up, bro. Yeah, NGA. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah. Good, you're good.
Cool.
Yeah, just quickly off the bat, RIP Kevin Samuels for real, man. That was mad shocking news today, bro. That came out of nowhere, bro.
Yeah, 56 is no age as well, man.
Yeah, bro. Heart attack, man. That can just hit you at any time of any day, bro. We saw what happened to Ericsson. You could be a young, healthy guy and it happens. Like, yeah, man. That's mad still.
Yeah, I gotta be real. Without going too deep into it, I've seen some stuff online about him and stuff, and it's like, yeah, we need to do better as a human race sometimes, man. We need to do way better than that. Like, you may not agree with some of the things he said and how he went about his business, but to be glorifying and celebrating a man dying.
Oh, right, there's people been celebrating it.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. They give your head a wobble, man. Seriously.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. Look.
What are you gonna do, eh? What are you gonna do?
I know. Look, again, some of the stuff he said I didn't agree with. Some of the stuff I did agree with. But yeah, to be celebrating someone's death, like, to our knowledge, he's never killed anyone. He's never done anything crazy and wild. But yet people are celebrating. Sad. Very sad. But look, prayers up to his family, his friends and relatives, and hope God gives them the strength to get them through this difficult period. So yeah, very sad. But as the title suggests, Drift, I know it's early days, but some people are starting to speak about him in glowing terms. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was Jerry from last week mentioned him in the same breath as Suarez in terms of that electricity and the way he has started and sort of galvanized the team since he's coming in January. He may not be the best because he's not been here long enough. But one, how long do you think it would take for him to establish being maybe top 3, top 5 best January signs for Liverpool? And two, do you think he can ever become number 1? And what would he need to do?
Ooh, I think that would probably end up being quite a subjective thing, because in my personal opinion, it will take a lot to outdo Suarez overall, because he had the best individual season ever seen in the Premier League. And that's not just Liverpool. I
thought Mo beat him in terms of goals. I'm guessing assists, he beat Mo then, yeah?
Yeah, and I just mean overall impact as well. Like, I think that's what I'm saying. It's very subjective. Do you get what I mean? Like, some people may agree, some people may disagree, and that's completely fine because it's very subjective, as are a lot of other things. But if you look at 32 goals, 12 assists, and he missed 5 games, for me, that's probably the best individual season I've ever seen in the league. Henry's 20 and 20, I think it was. It 20 and 20 for Henry, it was. Yeah. That is very close. And if someone says that's better, fair enough as well. Like, but he's in that conversation. So if you're going to be a better January signing than Suarez, then you've got to become one of the people who has a season that's arguably the best season we've ever seen from an individual in the Premier League. I think Diaz has got a way to go until he does that.
See, but I disagree with Suarez being our top January signing.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, for me, it's Virgil.
Oh, that's a bloody good argument.
For me, it's
For some
Virgil.
reason, I was just doing the typical always thinking about attackers, innit? We do that too often, innit? For real. We
Yeah,
just
Suarez
think
was
about the
sick.
attackers, yeah.
But if you like, again, you have to be nitpicking when it comes to separating two players of such high caliber. Virgil didn't miss games through petulance and doing anything crazy.
But we have to take the man out of it if we're just talking football, because I don't even want to talk him if we're talking about the man.
I hear that, but I'm going to hit you back with something. You said the best individual season you've seen. Virgil has arguably had the best individual season we've seen from a centre back.
Yeah, no, that's not even arguable. It is the best ever season we've seen from a centre back. So you're right. You're fully right. Yeah, it might have to be Verge for real, bro.
For me,
it actually might have to be Verge. Real talk. Real talk.
Like, we have signed some quality players in general. I'll read off some of the names.
BBD, I'm still here, bro. I just need to wipe the sweat off my brow because it is hot in here, bro. Yeah, so keep talking. I can hear you, bro.
Martin Skirtle, Daniel Agger, Javier Mascherano, Felipe Coutinho, obviously Luis Diaz, Daniel Sturridge, to name a few. We have always had, I'll say 9 times out of 10, some fantastic signings in January. We really have. Like, we've really, really made some good signings in January. And look, it was a reason why we were so happy when we got Diaz over the line, especially when we weren't heavily linked to him throughout January. But he's coming and he's shown already just the difference he's made and added a new dynamic to our team. So we have always done well in January, in my opinion. And long may it continue if we ever have to dip into a transfer window in January.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. You just named off probably the best signings we've made. Bar, Mo, Mane, Flacco, Robbo. In terms of if you think about the price and the impact.
I've got a couple more. Alvaro Arbeloa.
Did we get him in January?
Yeah. Maxi Rodriguez.
That January, yeah?
Yeah. Taki Minamino. I'm throwing Taki in there. He's a big reason why we just won a trophy the other day.
I knew he was in January, yeah.
Robbie Fowler, we re-signed in January. Obviously, we're not the same Robbie Fowler, the one that left, but we re-signed Robbie Fowler in January as well under Benitez.
Yeah, Sturridge and Coutinho was a window, bro. What a window. And I don't think people at the time actually realized what a window that actually was, bro. What a window. Sturridge and Coutinho, bro. I mean, obviously they weren't the players at that point that they went on to be at Liverpool, but that's besides the point, isn't it?
For a combined 20 million.
Yeah, with 8 for Coutinho, 12 for Sturridge, isn't it?
Crazy.
And I'll be honest, the mistake we made was not getting Sturridge for Torres, you know. Oh my God, bro. Why did we not get Sturridge for Torres, bro? We'd have stopped the 2 years of frapping about we did, or 3 years or whatever it was, and we would have got Studge before he started getting injured as well. That would have been peak Studge, bro. Man.
That's crazy, that same season he went to Chelsea. That January, Sturridge went on loan to Bolton and balled out.
Yeah,
from the Owen Coyle.
I think he got 10 or 11 goals in 3 months or whatever for Bolton, you know.
Yeah, he balled out for them. He balled out for them. So yeah, guys, it'll be a very, very good. Origi wasn't signed in January, guys. Origi was signed in the
it was signed in the summer, and then loaned back for a year.
Yeah, so he wasn't signed in January. Just got a super chat here. Sadiq says, I said that when we signed him on a Kall-In, check the tapes in regards to being like Suarez. Yes, I think you did, Sadiq. Jamrock says Suarez still for me without having a good coach and arguably a weaker team than what Virgil currently has. Suarez desire and relentless work rate. That's a good argument. I can't lie.
Here's the thing as well, Cal. If I'm not mistaken, Gerrard got 12 and 12 that season, right?
Who did? Gerrard?
Yeah, Gerrard. And 9 of them were penalties.
Yeah.
So if Suarez takes penalties, he gets 40 goals, bruv.
Potentially.
Remember, Suarez did not take penalties and got 32 goals. I think people really underestimate that, you know?
Yeah.
Did not take penalties. The Shearers, the Henrys, the Salahs, all these men got those numbers, but they do take penalties, which adds 5, 6, 7 goals a season. Suarez got 32 goals and he didn't take penalties, bro. That is crazy, bro.
I hear that. Again, Jamrock, not even to rebuttal. I'm not gonna lie. It's a bit of a rebuttal. When we got Virgil in, defensively we were terrible, and he changed the whole narrative around. We got to a Champions League final, and I don't think we do that without Virgil in the team. And then the season after that, we don't run City close. And then the season after that, when we won it, we don't do that without Virgil as well. So again, I rate Suarez. I do, but I think Virgil has to be in the conversation. For me, they're number 1 and 2, in my opinion. James Anderson says VVD, Suarez, Coutinho, Diaz, Skirtle, or Mash, my number 5, my top 5. Yeah, I see that.
Did we get Skirtle in January? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, we've had a lot of players in January that I didn't even realise.
Yeah. Sadiq says Mascherano 2007 loan deal and Agger in 2006. Yep, correct.
Yeah, I mean, I knew about the loan deal, then we made it permanent. Yeah.
Yeah, we got Skirtle. I think we tried to get Vidic around the same time. We either got Skirtle or Agger, if I'm not mistaken.
Considering we were speaking to the same people when we got Mascherano, we should have tried Tevez, man.
We did try.
Did we? Yeah.
Yeah, the owners at the time, though, innit? Them, man.
If we got Tevez as well, bro, oh my day. Do you know how much of an underrated baller Tevez is, bro?
Yeah, of course. The problem is, like, if we had better owners at time, we could have been looking at a team with Dani Alves, David Silva, and David Villa alongside Torres, Gerrard, and Mascherano and Alonso.
Yeah,
we'd have been unstoppable.
Yeah, real talk.
We'd have been unstoppable. Cat Sunday says, interesting fact, Twitter started in 2006, meaning no Arsenal fans could tweet that they won the league. Let's hope it remains that way. Also, Mikel extension 2025. Yeah, I'm getting Arsenal fans in my DM.
Shout out to Arsenal giving their absolute world-class manager an extension. Come on. Come on.
Arsenal fans, I've had a couple of Arsenal fans on me today about it. It's ridiculous.
So I did it on purpose because I saw Matt going to take it.
But man just entered the room and all I hear is Arsenal. Whoop, whoop. Bro,
embarrassing.
It's a good time to be alive. Trust me.
This smells like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but we move, innit?
LFC R786 says Stevie got 14 goals and 16 assists in 13-14 from DM. That's mad still.
I'm sure it was 12 and 12. I'm sure it was.
I think it's more than that, you know. I tell you.
Are you sure? I'm sure it was 24 goal contributions, 12 penalties, 12 assists. I'm sure it was.
14 goals and 16. No. I think he's right. 14 goals and 16.
I think
that sounds right. That sounds right, actually.
I mean, if that's what it is, it's even better than what I thought it was. But I thought it was 12 and 12. But
it was penalties, there were free kicks. But there was a couple. I remember him getting a goal against Everton, which was a header.
I remember the celebration.
Stevie went on mad. Do you know what?
From deep line, you know. Oh, fair enough. He said he literally just checked fair enough. I mean, maybe that was in all competitions then, because obviously the cup games. Because I'm sure in the league it was 12 and 12.
No, that might have just been the league, bro.
But he was going on horrible in the league.
I mean, I'm not gonna. If it is, then it's even better stats than I thought. But I'm sure in the league it was 12 and 12.
Bro, remember he used to take our free kicks and corners as well. Even the Arsenal game, for example, if I'm not mistaken.
Suarez was on free kicks a lot that season as well, though, Cal.
Who was?
It was a mixture.
Direct. Suarez was on direct.
It was
free kicks.
13 goals and 15 assists in the league. It says.
Remember you're talking about for assists, you mean?
Remember when we beat them 5-1, bro? He got 2 assists in that game. The Fulham game.
The Fulham one, where he set up Sturridge outside the boot.
Well, 12 assists is still a lot, isn't it? But if he got more, that's brilliant. I just always thought it was 12 and 12. For some reason, I've always had that number in my head.
Hey, Stevie G,
on the decline that season, you know.
Yeah, bro, man had to learn a new role. Completely.
Oh, everybody knows Steven Gerrard's the best centre mid to ever play in the league. They just act like he's not because they can't take that he's a scouser. Let's be honest, man. If his name was Gerardinho, they'd probably be all right with it, but they're not going to have it, are they?
He's the most complete.
Andra, so big up to yourself first and foremost, Andra, because you always keep us up to date on social media stuff that's going on as well.
So
first and foremost, big up to yourself. We will have a chat about the kits. We're just waiting for the others to be released, and then we'll do a proper video on all 3 kits. And it might do one on the home and your way because the third always takes long to come out. I will definitely do them on the home and away. We just don't want to do one and then have to do another. But we are going to do a proper kit show. So don't
worry.
Boys,
it wasn't all comps. Milks is saying It was that was all comps. So maybe I am still right that in the league it was 12 and 12.
I
And then
think it
it's
was
14
13,
and 16
15.
in all comps.
I think it was 13, 15 in the league, and then 1-1 in cup competition.
Either way.
Because we got to, if memory serves me correct, in the League Cup, I think we got knocked out in the first round against United. In the FA Cup, we got knocked out pretty early. I think we got knocked out by someone like Shrewsbury that season. No, it wasn't Shrewsbury.
No, didn't we get to a semi-final that year in the League Cup and lost to Chelsea?
No,
I think
you're thinking of the season after 14-15.
Oh, okay. Boy, whichever one it is, he's a G, isn't it?
Morientes is another player we signed in January.
Yeah, he couldn't play in Champions League though, which is why it felt a little bit underwhelming.
I remember Morientes, boy.
When the Oldham beat us.
That's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie. Them dark days there, where like Liverpool come up against a team that they should be destroying, and then we. I'm so glad. Them days they are done now, in my opinion, anyway. And I think it's proves. No one could even say that I'm jinxing the team, because if you look at Klopp's era, okay, he had a couple of hurdles when he in the first couple of years, but then after that, when we really got into gear, and I would say that was sort of like at the back end of the 17-18 season, we just went on a tear. Like we literally went on a tear, got to the Champions League final, then won the Champions League the following year, then the league. We went on a tear. We don't really lose games like that. And I look at our record as well. How many losses this season, guys? Is it two? Two.
Yeah. Well, 2 in the league. We've lost in the Champions League.
I know.
Once.
Hey,
in a game that didn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, it did matter, but we already had.
But we already free.
Yeah.
John Conway says, "Big up Callum, Matt, and Drift. What do you think of the new kit?" I'm not going to say too much of it because we're going to do a video on it separately. I'm 50-50 on it.
I'm holding judgment because the last 2 kits we had, I ended up really liking, but didn't like at first. So I'm going to let this sink in first, and that's why we're going to do a non-reactionary video. Because my first reaction is, the fuck is that? So let me just let it sink in, get used to it. And I might even apply for a job as a designer because it seems very easy to design football kits these days.
Well, it's just one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's one design and just different colors, isn't it?
Yeah. And there's no invention in the design either, man.
All right. So I look at it. When I first saw it, I was like, right, this is just a plain bagel. Like no sesame seed. It's not. There's nothing. No raisin. No. It's just a plain bagel, right? However, plain kits can look clean. The reason why I feel like it looks overly boring, so to speak, but clean at the same time, I think even the collar thing is that the lack. Like you see the collar, bro. It's like some.
It's not a collar, bro.
There's no sorry. That's what I meant. There's no collar. They take off the collar, yeah. And not only that, I looked at the one of the someone's video and I saw the fit, and the fit seems like unless it wasn't the vapor, but it looked kind of like the fit just looked kind of awkward. Like it wasn't as fitted as nice. Like it looked a bit flaily on the arms and all that. I don't know, man. I need to kind of. I don't know. I think I need to see it up close and personal, which I'm sure.
You're gonna pay £100 for that, Matt?
You mean 115 for the vapors gone up?
Oh,
what?
My days.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know? 115. 115, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
Stadium's gone up. Sorry, the stadium's gone up to 75.
Diaz tax, isn't it?
I'm not gonna lie to you lot. I might just start settling for the stadium version still.
The stadium version's gone up as well, bro. It's gone up to 75.
I
know inflation and life moves on, yeah. So I don't want to sound like an old head here. But do you guys actually remember when the football top at its very most expensive was $29.99? It's very most expensive.
I remember it being 35.
Yeah, maybe 40.
That was like,
it was 40 or something.
Actually,
no, you're right.
Before that, it was $29.99. You could get the whole kit for £50 with shorts and the socks. The whole thing for £50.
Someone said it's a tight fit, but then someone else has said, yeah, the even at big on vert. Yeah, it's. I don't know. I don't know. I like the way how the last 2 kits have fitted. Like, I do like the way how they fit. Not obviously that they're tight fitted, but not tight to the point where man can't breathe. It's just about right. This one looks kind of like we've gone back a little bit to Reebok, where the thing looked like a.
But it looks like the kit we won the Champions League in 05. It literally is a black, and I didn't like that 05 Reebok kit. I thought it was horrible. It's just iconic because we
I'm
won
gonna be real.
the Champions League and it was a horrible kit, man.
Yeah, the cream one was better. You know, the cream one of I think of the same.
I
Might
know
be of the
Cal
same.
fully disagrees with me on this, like fully.
No.
The cream
disagrees,
one
but
was nice. The cream kit, I
75%
think-
of Reebok's kits were too boring for me.
I'm gonna be real with you guys. I've just done the maths.
Mm.
If I wanted all 3 kits,
Oh, you don't want to do that.
no,
You don't
3
wanna do
shirts for myself, and I wanted to get. Oh damn! I haven't done the maths right.
See, you don't even want to do it. You're just gonna be upset.
All right. All right. So if I wanted to get all 3 shirts for myself,
Yeah.
yeah, 115 each.
Yeah.
That's 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Mm.
The kids kits you can't buy the shirts. You have to get the whole kit.
Yeah. You have to get that.
Yeah.
That's about 50. If I get 3 of each for the boys, that's 300. That's 645 for football kits. And
Not
you man,
kits, bro. Because remember, you ain't getting the kit. You're just getting the top, bro.
No, but no, that's what I'm saying. That's the kits for me.
No,
The
you
top
said
for me.
£600 for free for kits for all of us. I'm like, and you ain't even getting the kit. You're just getting the top, bro.
You're missing out the shorts and the. But
'Cause,
I bet.
bro, shorts are £40. You lot, you
You
know.
want to bet the socks at
£40 for the
£89.95?
shorts, bro.
I bet the socks at £89.95. There's probably elite socks that are £89.95 where it properly
Oh my
protects
days!
your ankles.
TFX just said it's £60 for the shorts. Oh my days!
That was
They
a
ain't
joke,
even got
by the
po-
way.
They ain't even got pockets.
£60. You're lying. There's no.
Where
In
am
fact,
I
I'm gonna
put
check
my
now.
wallet, bro?
I'm
Where
checking
am I gonna
now.
put my tissues and,
I'm checking now. Hold
and
on.
loose change? Where am I gonna
That's
put
no.
them?
I'm
So
checking
hold
that
on. What
now.
you're basically telling me is for an adult to get the full kit, you might as well just call it 200, right?
Hold on. I'm checking.
Because
now,
the socks
guys.
must
How
be
does this
about
sound, right?
£25 if the shorts are £60.
Liverpool.
Wow.
What we got, baby? What
Wait,
we got?
£200 for an adult to go full kit wanker. That is incredible.
Boy, I might have to start this Yardy OnlyFans still, bro.
No, they did not.
Hit me with $39.99 for the socks, and I'm gonna come off the stream.
No, but do you know what's more concerning? Last season's socks, there's Stadium Home for $16.95, which suggests to me there's 2 versions of socks.
Yeah. Yesterday's price is
Hold
not
on.
today's price.
That can't
Matt,
be
there
right,
are
guys.
stadium and vapor socks. Why
No,
do I
no,
need
no,
my
no,
feet
no.
to feel?
Hold on. Maybe I'm missing something here. Hold
Funny
on.
said, Cal, you don't need a wallet after buying all of
There'll be nothing in it but receipts, bro.
All right, no. All right. Even though it said when I typed in the socks on the Nike website, it does say LFC. Okay, Stadium Home, Stadium Away. Okay, there's only 1 set of socks.
This is actually so true.
But
Diaz
even-
weren't free, you know.
My word, no, but guys,
Because deep this, you lot, deep this. If we just sold 2 million kits worldwide, which I heard was a record for Liverpool, yeah.
Oh, John just said the socks are 40. Oh,
no,
Bruh.
then I mean, I'm on a night with
Maybe it's
40,
but deep this, guys. If you add £10 to every vapor kit, yeah, and you even say a third of the 2 million kits that we sold were vapor, just a third, you do realize if you start adding all that money up, technically that is like paying for Diaz.
I hear that. Look, I don't want to get too deep in the kit field. Like, all I will say is, look, I get it's a business, innit? I get there's a business side to it. Don't alienate the fans that have built up the club, though, and built up football to what it is, because that's what you're doing. Because I'm gonna be real with you. Touch wood, like, we're in a decent financial position, me and my wife, and that. But I'm sitting there. I'm telling you from now, there is no way I'm spending almost £700 on clothes.
If I want to get my daughter the Liverpool kit, it is £50.
For the
She's not
baby one.
Yes,
She's
bro.
not even 1 yet.
Nah, that's out of that's because I remember when you bought little man a kit when we was at Anfield 3 years
I
ago.
got him the baby grow. The baby grow.
Remember,
You
you got him the kit, remember? Anyway, so Matt got him the kit. And I'm not gonna lie, at the time I thought it was extremely reasonable. So I made Matt get it as well, because he was and ahhing about whether he should bother because he already had one. And I was like, no, bro, for that price, you might as well. And I think it was $24.99 but that was like for like an under 3-year-old, isn't it? But like still, I was like, you know what? That's not even that bad, Cal, isn't it? Like for a full kit for a kid, like $24.99, like that. If it's gone up to 50 now, that is crazy. That's crazy, man.
I'm gonna be real. Yeah, Stevie might have to buy his own still. Stevie might have to buy his own. That's Again, the most I've spent on a t-shirt that's not a Liverpool t-shirt is probably £20.
I'm trying to even remember, but yeah, I've done a couple of silly things in my youth, like go Selfridges with £400 or £500 birthday money and come back with no money. But like that, I was young then, you know what I mean? I don't really think I would do that now.
Boy, well, on that note, people, we need to get you guys in here talking to us. So, as always, guys, when you come in, you're going to get 2 minutes to say what you guys want to say. Obviously, what we'll do is we'll answer any questions or respond to any statements after you say what you say. So you'll have your full 2 minutes. Then we'll chop up what you guys have got to say and all of that. So,
Cal, have you ever had one of these? So, because I don't want to change something afterwards. It's a Nutella biscuit.
I'm not a Nutella guy. Yeah, I'm not really. No, I'm not really a Nutella fan.
I need a moment of silence for that.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not really that. I'm not really a Nutella guy. Sorry, man.
It's a good job I can't speak for 30 seconds.
But yes, people, the lines are open now. So I knew it. I'm gonna praise for Cal and wow, Cal's a pagan. Raw. Raw. That's a pagan, you know. Oh wow. Sorry, man. I'm just not a Nutella guy. Not saying I think it's nasty. I can go without it. I can live without it.
That's nuts. I'm not gonna lie.
Apologies. But obviously, I have let people down.
I should have mentioned it when Matt was on screen. I needed the foodie there.
Bro, man said I have to be a fed, you know.
Someone said they unsubscribed. Cal Williams. Oh my days.
Hold on. What is Nutella, the chocolatey one?
Nutella is, well, it started as a spread for toast or to make a sandwich. But the brand has gone into making so many other biscuits and like other little things. And I mean, the fact that you're even asking that means you don't eat it, which is still crazy.
I think it's okay. It's
hazelnut chocolate, Cal. It is literally one of the best combinations ever invented. Chocolate and hazelnut.
Yeah,
wow.
I just think I can live without it personally. Sorry, guy. I'm really sorry. No, I'm not gonna lie. I could have said a lot worse on here and got a lot less reaction.
Man was saying that you're a sociopath. You know that is.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, I didn't realize it was such an
outrage. Oh, sorry, Cal. I wouldn't ask you if I knew it was gonna put so much heat on you, man.
Yeah, sorry, guys. Please don't unsubscribe.
Yeah. Come on.
We need you guys. Don't unsubscribe, please.
I'll bring him round, guys. I'll bring him round.
All right, gonna get our first caller in. He's a usual, the one, the only, the best beard in the game. Sadiq.
What's going on, lads?
What's going on, bro? What's going on?
What are you saying, brother?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Good. Long weekend. Well, long day at work. Was gonna go up to the missus, but one, I wanted to pop on here. She's got the house free.
Hey,
and two, just knackered. And just knackered as well. You know, you're just tired, you just want to chill out for a bit. And
yeah. Everyone's allowed alone time, bro. You know
no,
you'd have to say, do you mind watching this? You just watch it, you know?
Yeah. I know she watches games with me, but I don't think she'll watch a whole Kop-Ish with me. There's too much information. But just quickly, Matt, you need to stop going on the night website because was crazy. Yesterday, I went onto the Liverpool store because I saw the advert come up on Instagram. I was like, oh shit, the new kit's out. Boom. And I got onto the store, and then the main man queue. You had to wait like 10 minutes to get onto their website. I was like, Ross, how you lot going on?
Just to see it.
Just so you can do your pre-order. They must have had so many people on there. I don't know. It was a madness.
Look at that. Look, everyone's already giving away
their money. It's still a one on there for the vapor kit and 69. So he must be going on maybe Nike on the Nike store. They're trying to bump up the money by a tenner on it. Sounds like. Yeah. Because the baby kit on there was 40. I just checked, and the vapor kit's still 99, and the stadium kit is still 69. So
maybe Matt went on the actual Liverpool website then. Maybe.
Yeah. The LFC store. I don't. Yeah, not Nike.
I think you always have to pay a little bit extra tax on the LFC store, don't you? Like, there's always a little bit extra. You know
no, it shouldn't be. With that type of money, that should be free packaging and free shipping and a flipping handshake, bro. We talking about?
Klopp should be delivering it still.
Do you know what I mean? And give you one of them hugs.
I was just gonna say something disrespectful about a couple of members of the squad that don't play very often, but I won't.
Nah, it's all right. Cool. So yeah, I'm still. It's not even really LFC questions. It's been more about Real Madrid and the Man City game, to be fair, because I was watching you guys chat with Daps yesterday and all that sort of stuff, and I was just getting my head around it because I was ready to turn off the TV, thinking, yeah, City are through. But I thought, no, let me just watch these last, you know what I mean, just make it official, and then watch that comeback and just like, wow, do you know what I mean? And respect to Real, I wanted to have Real back again. You know what I mean? I wanted my revenge as we sort of toted last week, I like my revenge. And so I'm happy we got Real. But I noticed, and I said the pictures to Drifty, I think it was yesterday, the day before, about them wearing the shirts with the 14 on it, already like trying to say they've already won the thing. No, the disrespect.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That is hella disrespect, bro. How dare they? I'm sorry, I don't care how good you think you are as a team. How dare you, after you've qualified for the final, already wear a shirt that is saying, yeah, let's get that 14. You are taking the piss. We need to shut them up. No lie. Now this is more than I ever thought it would be. Do you know what I mean?
Part of me thinks, well, they could afford it. Do you know what I mean? So it's nothing to them. It's just, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, getting a bit of tissue paper for them. Do you know what I mean? It's nice. But still, do you know what I mean? The intent to show it's worldwide, sending a message to us like we're nothing, like we're just gonna bend over and take it like last time. Nah. We're the dumb in the etcher. No, anyway, I'm not gonna go too early. Too early. Say that for tomorrow. So yeah, I just thought that was really disrespectful of them, and I know it's not going to say we ain't got no Sergio Ramos, because I really would like. I've always said this. I think I said this on here before. I always felt since that game. Don't get me wrong, Salah's been brilliant, but I don't know. I always felt like like in Mortal Kombat, you got that character Shang Tsung. I always felt that Sergio Ramos took a bit of Salah's soul, man, from that game. He just hasn't, for me. There's been a little something missing from Salah since that game, because he used to be more dominant in taking on people and stuff like that. He was sort of fearless, and I think after that game, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, he's still brilliant. He still has those great touches and can get in and out of little spaces. But I don't know, he's just lost that sort of fearless factor that he had in that season. Do you know what I mean? That's just my own take on it. Don't take this as religion. I'm just a football fan, just like you guys. You know what I mean? But
I think that's kind of age, bro. I think as you get into your late 20s and your 30s, you just have a little bit less of that explosiveness, that kind of, you know what I mean? It just happens, innit? Like, I remember when we signed him, he was at 25. He was a spring chicken, innit? He's not old at 30, but he's not going to be able to do what he was doing at 25. So you're right. It seems coincidental, but it's probably just age, bro.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. I didn't really even take that on board. But this is what I love about Diaz now, because he's just there, just like, just bring it. I don't care who he is. Bring a whole family, man. I will get past you. Do you know what I mean? I will get past you. I love it. Do you know what I mean? So very happy with the Diaz signing. Extremely happy. And as I did say, yeah, he does remind me of that tenacity like Suarez. Do you know what I mean? So that's I love his work rate, and yeah, hopefully we'll be here at the end of the month, because this is the month. and with some trophies. As I said, I'm not gonna say anything about the quad. You know my thoughts on it. You know my thoughts on it. Just you know. But anyway, I don't want to take up the rest of the show. Love and respect to you guys. Thank you for all the amazing content. And hopefully, I'm a bit worried about tomorrow's game. I'm not gonna lie. I was chatting to a Spurs fan at work, and he said like, "Yeah, we'll smash them." But I was just like, "Bro, I don't know what Spurs team are gonna turn up." You know what I mean? As long as we play our A game and don't allow, little slips in concentration like we did in the Villarreal game, and just like we just need to put. It's been a long time since we put a team to the sword, man. That's what I want. Again, I sound like I got domination in my mind, like something like that. But that's what I want. I want domination, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Yes, Matt.
I think you're right, but as long as we get the 3 points in it, I think that's the most important thing.
Exactly. But I feel that City, they probably will beat Newcastle, but I think Newcastle will probably give a bit more of a game than they expect. And as you guys touched on as well, West Ham hopefully might be a bit more up for it than they were originally. But we'll see, man. But as I said, if we get this quad, bro, oh shit, man. I'm trying not to dream. I'm trying not to dream, bro, because as I told you last week, I'll be disgusting.
Guys, one trophy at a time. Let's do what.
We'll
do one trophy at a time.
You might see me doing a stream from prison because, Anyway, guys, lots of love. Yeah,
big up, bro. Big up.
Just quickly before you get the next caller on. I get where Sadiq's coming from, and I get why some people see it's disrespectful. I think apparently the shirt translated from Real Madrid to say on the journey to 14. Shall I be real with you? I rate it, I rate the confidence.
Yeah, that's one thing they do have. You can't even say it. They
can have whatever they want, man.
It's in there. I said this. It's in their DNA, bro. Like, it's kind of. I'm not gonna. We'll talk about it later down the line, but yeah, it's no easy task. This game, trust me, no easy task at all.
Very true. Right, let's get our next caller in. John Moore.
Big up, guys. Big up.
What's going on, bro?
What's going on, John?
That's the Kenny shirt, isn't it? That's the Kenny shirt. Yeah, all right.
Gotcha.
That's the Kenny shirt.
Man, I have a movie,
All right, yeah, you take this week as well. Still,
what's that? 5 up.
I thought it was 4, but if you say
no, it was 4 last week.
Okay.
No, we'll keep it 4.
I've lost count, to be honest.
League Cup, FA Cup, Premier League, and Champions League. we'll keep it 4.
I'm not gonna lie, I the chance this week still.
Danny, Drifty, get on the train. Get on the choo-choo train.
I'll get on the train when Cal gets on the Nutella train, innit?
Don't put this back on me, bro.
Hold on, Nutella, what?
Who doesn't like
Nutella? Cal doesn't like Nutella, Matt, but let's move on because the people have already destroyed it.
I just said it's not for. I don't crave it. I don't need it. Like just.
Yeah.
No, but you said you don't like it. Not that you don't need it. I'm not saying you need it, but you don't like it.
I'm just not a massive fan.
Do you like marmalade?
No.
I'm trying to see where you're at.
The obscures, if you don't like Nutella, do you like weird things like Marmite then? Like,
let me.
Marmite. Do not tell me like Marmite.
No, not Marmite. No.
Do you like Brussels sprouts?
No, bro. What?
I like Brussels sprouts. I like Brussels sprouts. Yeah, I like.
You balance it out because it's not Nutella, so I really is. I'm trying to see where Cat's at. Because that's very odd that you don't like Nutella.
Bro.
Yeah.
You better than that, man. Don't disrespect me like that, man.
Bro, you don't like Nutella. It's basically just chocolate. It's chocolate spread.
Sprout but bacon.
So man said you don't like chocolate. You don't like chocolate?
No, of course I like chocolate.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Matt. Nutella biscuit,
I can tell.
Have you had one of these, bro? Nutella biscuit. They just come out.
Bro, they're serious.
Oh,
they're serious.
I need to where you get them. I haven't had them yet.
They're serious.
I got it from Sainsbury's. There's too much promotion going on there, but I got mine from Sainsbury's. So yeah.
Yeah.
They're expensive, though. I'm not gonna lie. I really had to think about how attractive the packaging looked to pay as much as they cost. I'm not gonna lie. They're a pretty penny, but they are nice. Oh my days.
Something wrong with me, Carl.
It's another one. It's another one I won't let live down now, isn't it?
No, it just shocked me because you know, like you think, well, for most people, unless someone doesn't really like chocolate, which there are people out there, by the way,
No, I like
it's kind of universal though, because Nutella it's universal, no?
I'm more of a
I thought it was.
Do you like butter?
But I'm not gonna eat it. I'm not gonna eat it raw, but
What do you spread on your toast? Apple juice.
He probably fucking does.
No, but you can get apple flavored marmalade or whatever in it. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say, Cal probably all over that, but yeah.
Nah, so I have a strawberry or raspberry jam and butter.
Oh, yeah, you know, see,
yeah,
now
there
you saved
go,
yourself.
there you go.
Yeah, if you said like blackcurrant or I'll be like, I don't know where we going here.
Blackcurrant is okay as a backup if there's nothing else.
Yeah,
You know,
as
like
a
if
backup.
you stay at your grandma's house and then she's like, "Oh, I've got the blackcurrant." You're like, "Oh,
Yeah,
right, I'll
yeah,
just have to deal with it." Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, John. This is your
Anyway,
time.
John, yeah, we go for us this week, bro.
I'm just baffled how hell you don't like fucking Nutella. Something wrong there. That doesn't work for me.
John, ask him if he likes apple crumble, then we can move on. No, I'm joking.
You better like apple crumble.
No, I do. I like apple crumble.
Oh, you're lucky.
Yeah.
You cannot like apple crumble and custard.
Oh, you're gonna make me hungry, man.
Yeah.
I'm not a custard man.
Oh,
you don't like? Oh, you know what? Let's just move on. Do you know, people? It's such a shame that tonight's show has to be called off a bit early. Do you feel personal reasons? We need an emergency meeting.
To be fair, apple pie and ice cream is sensational as well. So
oh yeah. That's
Cal doesn't have to eat custard. He can have ice cream.
As long as he likes to crumble. As long as he likes to crumble, that's the main thing.
Who doesn't like custard?
What? Strudel over crumble? What are we doing? Yeah. Do you like strudel over apple pie?
Don't say yes.
Strudel and apple pie are almost the same, though, aren't they? Really?
No.
Strudel's got raisins as well.
Yeah, but they're very, very similar, though.
No, I'm actually. Hold on, Cal. You prefer strudel over crumble?
Yeah.
There's something wrong with you. You genuinely need help.
All right, let's move. Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's roll, baby.
Sorry,
anyway, back to football.
Sorry, John. Sorry.
What's going on, bro?
John's like, what is going on, bro?
I've actually forgot what he's going to say. I've generally forgot what the fuck I was going to say because he's just fooled me big time.
Sorry.
Oh, aye. Right, that's what it was.
Oh no, Kevin says he lives in Denmark and he don't know. So they don't have crumble in Denmark, Kev. Oh no, apple Danish?
Danish?
They are sensational. If it's the same in England as it is from Denmark.
Apple Danish.
The apple Danish. Oh my days, that is something special.
But cinnamon, it has to have cinnamon on it, but
yeah, come on, of course. And icing as well.
Oh, I'm fucking
anyway, we're gonna make everyone hungry, so yeah, let's get back to football. Let's get back to football.
Oh, we talk about Man City in Madrid. Does questions need to be asked of Pep? He's battled the Champions League twice. He was brought in to win the Champions League. He spent $500 million. Probably more to win the Champions League, and he still can't do it. He brought off Kevin De Bruyne, his best player. Do you need to ask questions about him? And they're going to battle the league. Their heads went. Newcastle, 2-1 win.
Talk your talk, John. Talk that talk, brother.
They're an absolute joke of a side. They're not as good as people think. The reason they won is because Man Real Madrid went at them. They got at them. Teams don't get at them is enough. If you get at them, you can win. That's the problem. Teams don't pressure them. They're shitbags. It just pissed me off. We get disrespected constantly. There's only one good team in this league, and that is Liverpool. Just saying.
John, thank you. I don't fully disagree with the last bit. Man City are a quality team. For me, they're top 3 in the world. But yeah, questions have to be asked. But I don't know if those questions are going to be answered on this show, John. I'm not going to lie, bro. You'll be all right, John. Obviously, Matt and Drift ain't got your address, especially Drifty. If I speak, I'm in trouble.
Look,
John made some valid points. I can't have a front. He made some points that we're going to chop up now. We'll chop them up now. John made some very valid points.
John, I might not say anything. Just know, I feel you, bro.
It's fact.
I've got wife and kids to protect, though, innit?
How much money has he spent?
Around 600 million, give or take.
Why was he brought in?
If I'm not mistaken, just after Klopp came in 2016.
Right. Yeah. Why was he brought in?
I don't know, John. You have to ask.
What's one trophy they want to win Champions League? Has he done it?
Apparently, they just buy all these players because they just want to win the league.
No.
They hadn't done it before Pep got here.
He wanted the Champions League. He hasn't done it. He's failed. He's not at Klopp's level. Klopp has won the league and the Champions League on way less money. He's not on Klopp's level.
We'll chop that up, John. We'll chop it up.
There's no argument. It's fact. How much money has Klopp spent and how much money has he spent?
Yeah, that type of stuff is obviously true. I understand all of that stuff. But...
Where were Liverpool at when Klopp came in? Where was City at when Pep came in? There's no argument.
Let's chop it up.
John, chop it up. Thank you so much for your call, bro. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much.
It's facts. It is. I'm sorry.
John made some valid points. We'll chop it out now, bro. Trust me. No.
There's no argument about Drifty. Just admit it.
He made some valid points, though.
Back your team.
I'll give my views on it.
Drip back to your manager, Drifty.
Oh, I will always back Klopp over Pep. Like that's. But if we're gonna have a football conversation, then I've got to keep it real, you know. So
he doesn't listen, does he?
Hey, John. As I said, thank you so much for expressing your views for the phone call. Thank you, John. I appreciate it. As I said, I'm not going to say too much. I've got a wife and 2 young kids to protect. So I don't want them growing up without a dad. It's a hard world out there. So I ain't going to say too much, John. But thank you for expressing your views, bro. Thank you.
No, but as always, big up, guys.
No, big up as always,
respect,
bro.
man. Love, my bro.
Big up.
Take care.
Get real.
I'll keep it as real as I can, bro. I'll keep it as real as I can.
Come on. Get real. It's Klopp.
I can't speak. I've got Nutella in my mouth.
Exactly. But big up, guys. Love you.
Bless you, brother.
Take care, bro.
Mom. I'll never pause having Nutella in my mouth, by the way. This stuff's too nice, bro.
Matt, do you want to go first on this? I don't have much to add.
No, actually, I kind of want to let Drifty go first. I want to let Drifty go first.
He's eating. He's got food.
He's eating. I'll go first. All right, cool.
I'm in a big mood.
John made some valid points about Pep Guardiola. Yeah? I'm gonna be honest. There's no lying when
I can feel you Something feels that cool in my body.
You know what? Let me be. Let me be serious. All right, cool. I'm gonna be serious now. Let me be serious. John made some very valid points about Pep Guardiola spending how much money and being a checkbook manager. Without that money, it's hard to say where Pep would be. One thing we do know is that when Pep doesn't have Messi, Iniesta, Xavi, and Busquets and PK, he hasn't won a Champions League. There will always be that question mark over just how good he is because he had the chance to do it at Bayern and he's had the chance to do it at Man City. Last season, he was in the final. So this year, you could look at it as it was just football, maybe nothing to do with Pep. It's come out that KDB had an injury. So, if he's taking him off, he had an injury, fair enough. However, last season, you was up against Chelsea, against Thomas Tuchel, who was also new to the role. You're the all-conquering Pep Guardiola. That's a game that I thought that you would win. This season, your team played amazingly well, very, very well in the first leg, played well for a lot of the second leg, and I'm not going to lie, they bottled it. They actually bottled it. There's only so much he can do, though, and this is the thing as well. It doesn't matter, in my opinion, how much money you spend on a team. It's about mentality. And for me, there's that kind of belief in Liverpool that it don't matter about money as such. It's just more about when Klopp brings in a player, has he got the mentality? Is he a fighter? Luis Diaz is testament to that. He's a fighter. Some of those Man City players, don't get me wrong, sometimes they look like they're walking on water because they are winning the league. However, there's chinks in the armor. And even though I still think Pep Guardiola is still one of the best managers of all time, I'm not going to sleep on that. I still think he is. There's still going to be that question mark for me. And how good are you? If you came to Liverpool or if you went to a team that doesn't spend as much as Man City, would you still be as good? I don't know. One thing I do know is this receipt right here is kind of hefty. Now, I can't even see the names, but the fact that I can bring this up says to me what people sometimes think about Pep Guardiola, and that for me won't go away until he does something with a lesser team, in my opinion. But yeah, it is what it is.
Am I allowed to, because I don't want to dwell on this for too long, am I allowed to talk without being considered a Pep lover and a Liverpool hater or all the other crap that I will hear? Because we're talking football here.
My brother. Talk your talk.
We're talking football here. This is a strictly non-biased opinion of a manager, yeah? He's not even 50 years old yet and he's won 38 major trophies, yeah? Players are judged on individual performances. Managers are judged on trophies. It's the unfair reality. That's why managers go when teams start underperforming, players aren't gotten rid of, right? He's got 38 major trophies, including 6 trophies in one season. And he's not even 50 years old yet, yeah? The man may have been brought into Man City and one of the things that they wanted him to do would be to win Champions League. Of course, if you want to become one of the big boys, that's what you have to do. But he was brought in to make Man City a dominant team. And if they go on to complete this year, which they're in the driving seat for, he's won 4 out of the last 5 leagues, yeah, in England. That's dominance, right? To win 4 of the last 5 is dominance as a whole, regardless of what happened during it and it was close and it was this and it's that. But if you take home 4 titles out of 5, that is dominance, right? How can anybody turn around and say a manager who's got the maximum points record in Germany, the maximum points record in England, and smashed every record there was in Spain pretty much as well, is a fraud? Now, he made a substitution. Everybody, and I get where Matt was coming from because of the name De Bruyne. I get it. But if you watch the game, bro, which I'm guessing you did, De Bruyne was out on his feet. He was blowing red cheek like he was exhausted. And if he's injured now, maybe that's even making sense, bro. You can't just bring on a player, leave a player on, because of who he is. That would have been like trying to get Mo Salah to play for his shoulder injury in the Champions League final, like just because he's Mo Salah. You can't do that. If somebody's not feeling well, if they're injured, if they're tired, if they're exhausted, they're no good to you, regardless whether they're, you know what I mean? You might as well just get them off, yeah? So he brings on Gundogan. Gundogan is part of creating the goal that was supposed to actually win Real Madrid, win Man City the tie, right? He's part of that. So at that moment, it was actually very good what he did. It was an impactful substitution and it worked. But how comes when they lose the game, all of a sudden it's because of that substitution? That's agendas. Like I get it when we're doing the rivalry thing, we can do the banter stuff. That's cool. But we're gonna have a proper conversation. That is agendas. The man makes a substitution, it creates a goal for Man City, but then that's the substitution everyone wants to beat him with when in 2 minutes his team just do an absolute madness and letting goals that, let's be honest, they shouldn't have let in. You can't blame a manager who got 98% of the game right for his team just completely losing concentration right at the end. You can't do that, guys. Come on. We're just being stupid by doing that. All right, go to you, bro.
So these aren't my views. Someone sent me an email, so I'm just gonna relay the email with a few questions. These aren't my views. Obviously, you've been around my kids and my wife. I'm sure you got love for them drifts. So. We're family here, you know. We're kind of forever in that, yeah. A couple of questions from said person, and I quote: "The team Pep came into consisted of Joe Hart, Sagna, Zabaleta, Company, Clichy, Yaya Toure, Fernandinho, David Silva, Samir Nasri, Raheem Sterling, Aguero, Navas, and Iheanacho. Then, since he's been at the club, he has added such names as Nolito, Nathan Ake, Danilo, Claudio Bravo, Benjamin Mendy, Ferran Torres, João Cancelo, 60 million, by the way, John Stones, Zinchenko, Sane, Riyad Mahrez, 60 million, Rodri, 60 odd million, Laporte, Jesus, Bernardo Silva, Gundogan, Carl Walker,
50.
Ruben Diaz, and Ederson.
60.
On top of what he had. So again, I quote to ask the question that this was emailed.
You forgot Grealish, sorry, 100 mil. You forgot Grealish.
Sorry, Grealish as well.
100 mil, we can't forget that. Boohoo, yeah, Boohoo guy, yeah.
So no one, I don't think, is disputing whether Pep's a great manager or not, or great coach, whichever way.
Oh, yes, they are.
I think the person
they are, bro. That's why we're having this conversation.
No, the person who's emailed me and said, why is it that when other managers flop on what their task was, they're not given the benefit of the doubt, but Pep is. And then when we look at things such as, and I'm gonna throw it in a different way. Drift, let's say me and you are business people, yeah? And let's say my parents give me $1 million to start a business. Let's say you have 30K to start a business, yeah? And we both end up at the same place pretty much. Who's the better businessman in your opinion, Drift? And we've both done it legally.
I mean, there'd have to be context, but you are, isn't it?
Okay, and I think that's what the issue is here. No one's disputing how great Pep is, but when we're going to speak about context, I get what you're saying about him winning trophies, but I think we act as though he went in and revolutionized teams that were sleeping giants.
He did revolutionize teams, though.
Barcelona were no sleeping giant.
No, they weren't, but he still revolutionized them. Though.
If we're going to speak about Bayern Munich destroyed their league by taking the best players from the second best team, and he was a part of that. And then at Manchester City, he's pretty much had an open checkbook. Since he's been there, Man City brought him in to win the Champions League. They didn't bring him in to just win leagues. You could pretty much get most managers to win a league at Man City.
Mancini, Pellegrini.
Pellegrini did it before him. He hasn't just been brought in to do that. Now, granted, I'm not going to take away domestic trophies from him. He's had the domestic game on lock for a little while. But let me ask you, who has had the power and the acumen to actually go against him in those competitions, as well as do the Prem? No one.
Man United spent more money.
No. I knew you were going to say that, so I got a rebuttal for you there as well. Drift, if I've got bare money, but I've got leeches, which, let's be honest, that's what Man United people are. They're leeches. They don't have a structure. No, they don't. That's still
an excuse, though, but they spent the money, bro.
No, it's content.
Because we're saying money guarantees success.
No, we're not. I've never said that once. But I'm saying if they've got a structure, that is, if they've got the same structure as Man City, then we're not sitting there having a conversation saying that Man United's manager is this or Man United or that. They haven't got a structure. So Pep going to Man United, yeah, they might play better football, but ultimately the results are going to be the same. They're not going to win anything because the structure's not right. The structure's not right. Pep at Liverpool, with the current squad, Pep wins stuff with Liverpool as well. Of course he does, with the current squad. But Pep coming into the Liverpool team that Klopp came into, and Klopp going to the Man City team that Pep went to, we're talking about the same situation right now where maybe Man City win one trophy or one Premier League. But I'm going to be real with you. Klopp has that, plus resource on top of it. No one's touching the guy. Because Klopp came into a team which consisted of our team being Mignolet. Is anyone going to sit here and say Mignolet is better than Joe Hart? I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
Can I just quickly ask,
let me land.
Why is the reflection of Pep got to be versus Klopp? Like, if people are calling Pep a fraud, that's
we're not saying, bro.
No,
we're comparing him to the
doing. So I'm defending.
But you're making excuses for him.
I'm not making excuses for him.
Let me land. Sagna and Zabaleta. We only had Nathaniel Klein. What did you have to do? You had to dig in and go and bring Trent up from the backup team to come true.
It's true.
Had to improve a man. He had to play a whole season with flipping Milner at left back because we couldn't afford to get a left back. And I know what they're going to say. Oh, but they had to do it with Delph. Boo-hoo. Because look who they had in the rest of the positions. He went into a team with flipping De Bruyne and them, man. Generational talents. Let's not make no bones about it. Klopp has had to rip up this team season by season by season. And he's at the same place that Pep is. And he's got one better because let's be honest, even if we don't win these trophies, Man City have never been to and played every single game in a season. And under Pep, with the resources that they've got, there is no reason why they shouldn't have. And that is where the whole fraud conversation comes in. Because if he's as great as people make out, no other manager should be able to go in and do what he's done. But right now, I can tell you about 3-4 other managers that could go in there and win trophies. Maybe not as stylishly. Maybe not as pretty, but we're here to win trophies, right? Name me one other manager that could have gone into Liverpool and transformed them like Klopp has. And I think that's the point.
But again, I'm not going to disagree with a lot of what you said, bro, especially the bigging up of Klopp. Of course I'm not. But I'm not here to do the Klopp versus Pep thing. If someone's going to call Pep a fraud, it's got fuck all to do with Klopp. This is like when people talk about Salah and bring Mane in. Let's just talk about Pep. People have said he's a fraud. He's not a good manager. All he does is have money. And so we're just talking about Pep. Forget the Klopp thing, bro. Let's just talk about Pep, yeah? For me, if you want to start diminishing the things that people want to throw at Pep, yeah? And I don't want to spend too long on this because we got callers. But let me just say this. In 27 years, Alex Ferguson only won 2 Champions Leagues. And he only got to 4 finals. Yeah, in 27 years, Guardiola has been at Man City for 7 years. Yeah, so he's been there for 1/4 of the time Ferguson was there. Yeah, and people are already saying, "Oh, if he don't win the Champions League, he's a fraud. He's a failure. Rare. Give him 20 more years at Man City, and I'm sure he'd win 2 Champions Leagues."
Can I rebut
Obviously, that chance will never. No, let me land. That might not happen, but let's just go along the premise. He gets 20 more years to attempt. Everybody keeps talking about, he's got money. Alex Ferguson had the most money in the league until Chelsea got bought out. So for years, he had the advantage of money. Whoever Man United wanted, they bullied the league. They were the Bayern Munich of England. Who's the new young talent coming through? Forget the class of 96 or 92 or whatever it was. Veron, Rio Ferdinand, Wayne Rooney, whoever it was, the Ruud van Nistelrooy, whoever was the big boy, Man United just went and got him.
That's wrong. They're not the Bayern Munich.
Bro, Man United for years dominated England through being the most financially powerful club in England. They still are, bro. They've been shit for 9 years and they still got more money than them.
Let me be the ref. Cal, you go now. Let me be the ref. All right, Cal, you go.
Hold on, I'm not even halfway through my point.
No, but you went, bruv, you gave a big... All right, go on. Finish your point. Yeah, go on.
So how is Sir Alex Ferguson given his credit? Premier League dominance. He won 13 Premier Leagues. He made Man United catch back up with Liverpool. That is what the main reason everybody gives him his dominance for. Being Premier League dominant, because he wasn't European dominant. He won 2 Champions Leagues in 27 years. He is given his respect by being Premier League dominant. So why are we going to move the goalposts from what makes Alex Ferguson so amazing to Pep when Pep has been Premier League dominant? He's only not won the league 2 times in the 7 years he's been in England. And one of them was his first year, yeah? So we're going to now give all this credit to Ferguson, who had all the financial power, was a lot more dominant in terms of money-wise than most teams for the majority of the time he was here. And we're going to take it away from Pep, that he's Premier League dominant, and we're going to go, oh, no, but you're a checkbook manager. So does that then mean that Mourinho's time at Chelsea is not a success? Because he only really won with Chelsea. Forget what he did at other clubs. That was great. But we're going to talk about the Premier League. What Mourinho did at Chelsea was all money-based. He came in 2 years into Abramovich's reign. Abramovich gave him all the money in the world, gave him Robben, Cech, Drogba, Essien, anybody he wanted, Ballack, all of those guys. And then he dominated for that period he was here, yeah? So how comes Mourinho wasn't a checkbook manager while he was at Chelsea?
He was.
He didn't win the Champions League. Mourinho didn't win the Champions League.
Which is what he gets battered for.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Of course,
no, he does not. Nobody ever says Mourinho because he won it with Inter Milan and Porto. But at Chelsea, he did not achieve the target, which was to win the Champions League. Because I tell you now, Abramovich won the Champions League more than Sheikh Mansour does.
You think
and Mourinho didn't do it.
All right,
ever since Abramovich came here, all he wanted was Champions League, and he made it vocal. He actually made it known that was all he wanted. Mourinho didn't achieve what he wanted. So why is Mourinho not a Chelsea flop? For me personally, yeah, I just feel like hella goalposts get moved talking about Pep. Forget the Klopp thing, like I said. I adore Klopp, and overall Klopp's achievements probably do look better than Pep's if you look at all of the context. But we're not doing that. We're just talking about Guardiola and people saying he's a fraud and he's only a checkbook manager. It is ridiculous to call a man a checkbook manager when you look at what he's done outside of the money, the history, the points tallies, the dominance. Sir Ferguson never got no domestic treble. Pep got a domestic treble.
Drift.
It blows my mind. It blows my mind.
One thing, I'm just going to add my little 1-2 thing in there for the people them laugh. Because you're laughing because I think they're saying that I ain't saying no. I'm not getting in this debate. This ain't my debate. One thing I will say though, when it comes to Pep Guardiola, the last thing I would say is I don't think he revolutionized the teams that he went to. I think it was more of an evolution. And there's a difference for me. A revolution is where you start something completely different. When evolution is like you're adding to what was there. You're it's like you're more changing, in it. And I feel like what Pep has done, and I'm not taking away what he's done, it was an evolution what he did at Bayern and City. I don't think a revolution, because if I say revolution, that would mean to say he's just changed everything. He's changed absolutely everything. Man City were always winning the league before Pep Guardiola. What they're doing now, winning the league. What that's, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Not always. They won too.
No, hear what I'm saying. No. But what I'm trying to say is Pellegrini's won it, Mancini's won it. What he's doing it with more consistency because he's a great coach. But there's still a lot of flaws. And one thing I will say, and it's the last thing I'm going to say, is the reason why I think a lot of people bring up Klopp here. Obviously, Liverpool manager. Not only that, we see Klopp as the best manager. When you're at the top and the creme de la creme, we have to look at these fine little points as to why these people aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. Bro, we can talk about this season as much as we like. Last season was key for me. Pep Guardiola got into the final that he should have won, the great manager that you say he is, but he got undone by Tuchel, bro. What has Tuchel done that he should be usurping? No, but what's it to upset Guardiola like that? There was no injury. If I'm not mistaken, no, I'm trying to think if KDB. No, KDB went off actually, didn't he? I think did KDB go off? But what I'm trying to say is this: last year he should have won the thing. He had an opportunity. Correct it this year. You still couldn't correct it. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not taking away from Guardiola, but what I'm saying is I understand though why Carl's making these points about the checkbook thing, because he hasn't revolutionized those teams he's been at, bro. It's evolution, in my opinion. But yeah. Carl, let you just finish off. Yeah. And then we'll move because the callers are waiting. Apologies, guys, as well. Apologies.
So you said first and foremost that Man United in their era were the Bayern Munich of the Premier League. They weren't. They never once took a rival player while that rival was actually their rival. Arsenal were their rivals. Not once did they take any of their players. And but before you say Van Persie, Arsenal weren't title rivals when they took Van Persie. When Chelsea were going up against them, never took any of Chelsea's players. When Liverpool went against them once, never took any of Liverpool's players either. When Man City went up against them, never took any of Man City's players. So the narrative of Man United being like Bayern Munich is absolutely fake because
if you want to talk about it to that extent, then fair enough. They still monopolized it.
Did they have slightly more money than other teams and utilize it? Yeah, they did. I'll give you that one. On terms of, and this is something you said a few times, teams back then were better than they are now. Plus, there was more of a variety across Europe. Again, that's something you've said. So surely back then it would have been harder for Fergie to win the Champions League than what it is for maybe Pep to win it now, potentially. Again, just throwing the question out there. Again,
but the Premier League is harder to win now, though.
The Premier League, yeah,
it's harder to win now.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Again, resources come into that as well. Where were Man United when Fergie took them over?
Yeah, they weren't doing that well.
Okay, and that's my point. When
he nearly got sacked.
No, but when Man City were taken over, they had already won 2 league titles, and they announced Pep coming while they were still in the top 4, comfortably in the top 4, with still a fantastic squad. People are calling me a Pep hater in the comments, but we know.
No, ignore.
I'm good with it, but rebuttal me.
That's his opinion.
We have to also speak about how much money he spent. It has to be a conversation.
Keep it respectful, people.
In the same way, we sit here and banter Chelsea because Lukaku ain't banging. If Lukaku only costs 10 million, we're not sitting there cussing Chelsea and laughing at Lukaku. Money does come into the situation. And the fact that he's been able to go in there and in one summer spend over 100-odd million just on fullbacks, and we have to ignore that. That has to be taken into consideration.
No, I never said ignore it. No other
managers had the power to do that.
I never said ignore it.
Mourinho doesn't get battered in the same way as Pep does because Mourinho won it at Porto and Inter Milan. Chelsea, he failed to win it. He failed to win it at Chelsea. He was a failure in terms of winning the Champions League at Chelsea. But you know what he did at Chelsea? He awoke in a sleeping giant drift. He won the Premier League there, which hadn't been won for like 50 years or something like that. Pep only missed out. Sorry, Man City were 1 year out of winning the league when Pep turned up. So for me, the comparison with Mourinho, again, for me, doesn't really sit too great. In terms of his overall standing in football, Pep's phenomenal, fantastic. But as I said, going to a team that has Xavi, Iniesta, Messi, Busquets, and all these man, I can't deny it. It's phenomenal. And yes, did he make them play sick football? Absolutely. I'll never take that away from him. But look at the team he had at Bayern Munich. Lewandowski, Goetze, all these man that they took from their nearest rivals, which means they could walk the league and focus on other trophies. In the same way Mourinho did it Inter Milan when Juventus and all the other teams got done for match fixing and all that. Because let's no bones about it. If we're going to add context, Mourinho, it was easier for him to win it with Inter Milan because he didn't have to focus on having a close title race or anything like that because he monopolized the league. The league was his. But he still went and did the Champions League. Pep now at Manchester City has outspent everyone and has still not won the Champions League. That was what he was brought in to do. You cannot sit there and say Pep was not brought in to do that. That was his main task. Or they could have got any manager. It's Man City. They could have got any manager. In the same way, Klopp's job was to try and make us challenge for the league and win it. And he's done that. Champions League for us was a bonus because we've done that. We've been there already.
Again, I'm not discounting.
So again, I'm not saying Pep's a dead manager, but he has got fraudulent behavior. And for me, the whole we can't question Pep and all this, it's mad. Like any other manager would be getting bashed from pillar to post, but everyone's now trying to say, you know what? Pep,
no, because here's the thing. If you win an FA Cup, a Premier League, but you fail in the Champions League, yeah, you fucked up a bit, of course. But how can you have a go at somebody who's won the FA Cup and the Premier League, but just failed to win the Champions League in that season? Or like, if you're a Premier League winner, but you failed in the final with the Champions League, you can't really slew him, man. He just won the Premier League. Like,
it's not just about this season. All right, let's look at the teams.
No, I'm just talking about in general, bro. I'm just talking about in general.
I think this, guys, sorry to be the party people of the group.
No, I agree. We should move on. I would just like to say he mentored Xavi while he was a player. Messi, he coached while he was in the youth team. He brought Busquets and Pedri through. Everybody just outside that Barcelona team was just waiting for him. He was a part of why that team became who they were. You know,
Who
I
have they
just
been
want to
knocked out
say
by
that.
the Champions League over the last few years? What teams?
He went and got PK and brought him back, and everyone
What
said PK was
teams?
the deadest Man United
What
defender.
teams?
He brought him back and made him who he was. I'm just
What
saying,
teams?
loads of people just act. But anyway, let's move.
What
Let's
teams
move.
have Man City been knocked out from in the Champions League since he's been there?
Yes, their Champions League exploits have been a bit shady. There's no doubt about it. But the
Leon
man is
and
not
them,
a
man.
fraud. It's
I feel
actually
like
ridiculous to call him a fraud.
Leon knocked
Destiny's
him
Child,
out.
the third one.
Let's move on. We've got a hella man in the back. Let's move on.
People, apologies. Listen. What we're gonna do though, and this is one thing I'm actually gonna note this one down. We're gonna do a members video. So, listen, if you want to become a member, you know what to do already as well. You know, it's next to the subscribe. You got to become a what? It's join, innit? It's the join button. Join this channel because you will get videos like this. And this is the next. I'm gonna make sure this is the next members video we do. As you can see, they both have different opinions, and this is something that I feel like we should really chop up. And I know for a fact I'm gonna be referee because these men are going at it, and yeah, they both got some very tasty points. I can't lie because I feel like I'm going like this because there's some things that I know Drift saying, and I think yeah, and there's something that Carl saying, I'm like yeah, and then I'm like
even I understand some of the things Carl's saying. I'm not saying it's rubbish.
You're both not wrong. It's just how you perceive the manager, and you both have obviously your individual views. It's just perception. It's how you perceive how man's done his work, innit? Has he done his work correctly? Has he cheated? Like, it's how you perceive it, innit? It's that I think that's what it comes down to. So
who has the most distinctive style of the most distinctive style
oh,
of football
no,
in the
he
world?
does. He does.
Okay.
No, 100% he does.
That members video is going to be.
I mean, so what? Klopp.
No, bro.
I was gonna say,
I adore Klopp. Pepper's got the most distinctive style of football in the world.
All right.
Listen, members, save it for the members. The members. We can't shortchange them. We can't.
Monaco,
but yeah,
on the first still.
We move.
Yeah, those are black marks. 100%. Those are black marks.
£1 billion to get knocked out by them, man.
I tried.
Those are black marks. Williams has got a victory over Mike Tyson. It happened. Let's move.
No, it's peaky, didn't it?
People, I tried.
Anyway, apologies, callers. Let's bring in the next caller.
Let's move on. But no, great argument from you both. Like, honestly.
M, welcome to the show. Thanks for waiting, M.
No, it's not a problem. I was enjoying you, man, talking about this. I've got something to say about this whole Pep and Klopp. I think Klopp's the greatest manager of all time. Like, I'm a Liverpool fan. It sounds like, oh yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan, so I'm gonna say that. But you got to deep everything in the whole situation. Pep didn't win no Champions League with Bayern Munich. And he had Frank Ribery, Aaron Robben, that God team everyone knows about. Like, how you not winning the Champions League with them? He won the Champions League with Messi. Messi's best player of all time. Just well done. You know what I mean? With Man City now, they got 100 points. They broke all these records in the Premier League. Everyone's talking about them as like the gods of the Premier League, whatnot. And you can't get a Champions League over the line. Like, in my opinion, that's a bit. You get me? And the resources that Klopp's had to get 97 points and 99 points back to back with potentially a Champions League final, with a Champions League win, actually, in fact, in that time. I mean, with the resources, 40 million on every player on average. Guys talk about we spend money because we bought Van Dijk or Alisson, but we grafted Coutinho and made him 140 million pounds worth of player to get him like that. So I feel like this whole Pep and Klopp thing. Don't get twisted. I think Pep and Klopp are both better than Sir Alex Ferguson. I feel like Sir Alex Ferguson. Obviously, they're the ops in it, so I'm not gonna have a good word to say about them. But like, I just feel like in his era, he wasn't really competing with anyone. Once the money started coming in with Chelsea, then he started to struggle. To pick up the back-to-back champion, back-to-back Premier Leagues, whatnot. But you know, that's just the word. That's what I had to say about the managers and that. But yeah, with regards to obviously our team, it's been a great week, fam. I can't lie, like it's been a great week. Like the fact that I can't lie, I thought we was going out at half time in our game still. I can't lie, I just had a feeling like
it got sticky for a minute.
It got sticky, and I just felt like Champions League is such like a fantasy kind of thing. Like anything can happen, you know what I mean? Like we've seen madness over the years, so I was just thinking, hopefully it's not one of them days. But when Man City bottled it, like obviously who would want Man City in the final? Like, I know I wouldn't. If you want Man City in the final, I can't lie, you're kind of bright still. Like I don't, Real Madrid, yeah, like Man City is like we don't have to say anything about them. We know what they're on, innit? But Real Madrid now, just the fact that Salah got injured there. I remember that game so clearly. That was a depressing day. Like Salah getting injured, Carragher doing his factories. Like,
It really was.
you get me? Like the get back's due. The get back needs to come, and I feel like it's just written. Like it's written, man. So yeah, the quadruple thing. I'm kind of like drifty with. I don't like to sit you know what I mean, look too far ahead because I know supporting Liverpool, like anything can happen, innit? So it's just about staying on our feet, and if we do that, like you get me, we could be looking at some real success this year still. And one more thing, with regards to Mane, innit? Like obviously I haven't given my views publicly and stuff like that, but cool. Yeah. With regards to Mane, last year we can all agree he had a shocking season. I was really I was a Mane fanboy, innit? Like, I used to love that guy over Salah. Like that was just kind of my thing, innit? But last season he had a shocker, and I thought like it's over for him. Not over, but I just thought like he's coming towards the end. Like stupid of me to say, innit? Because I think right now he's back, he's ripping it up. And you know when you say like manager's dream, like a manager's dream is like a James Milner, someone that can play every position. Mane is the kind of person now, he's a manager's dream for a forward. You don't hear that often. He can play anywhere across the front three. Striker now, he showed his levels on the wings. He's done it his whole time. I just feel like Mane, if we do what I want us to do, which is get 7 cups this year, including the league, obviously the 4 this year, Club World Cup, Community Shield, and UEFA Super Cup.
Community.
Yeah, but you got to add them all
Clean
up.
up everything.
For Ballon d'Or's sake, innit? Mane get that Ballon d'Or, King of Africa as well. You know the
Oh
thing,
yeah, I'm on that train, 100%. Bro.
You get me, bro. Like you get me. So hopefully, we can dream, innit? I'm praying every day for this shit, man. So
100.
But yeah, big up you, man. Love for getting me. Man's local to you, man, as well, innit? So like it's refreshing, innit? No man, people from my area doing their thing and that. But yeah, man.
Yeah, big up yourself, bro. Big up, man.
I appreciate that, bro.
Big up.
Yeah, love, man. Love.
Great call, man.
Thank you.
Trust me.
Big
Have a
up,
blessed
bro.
weekend, brother.
Yeah, you too, man. You too.
Bless.
Great
We're gonna
point.
have to, we're gonna have to talk about that UFC stuff afterwards, Cal. Let's not do it now. But that's crazy,
I'm seeing it.
That's
Just
crazy.
in terms of being fair as well, because obviously I've been putting stuff up on the screen. I will put this up as well. Where is it? Pep 38 major trophies, 10 major trophies for Klopp. Now put that on the screen. Yeah, I'll put it up. Context those. If that's the case, then Mourinho's better than Klopp then. Who wants to come at me for that one? That's why.
No, let's save it all for the members. Let's save it for the members. Before we bring in the next caller,
some horrible crowd tonight.
Apologies, guys, because I know obviously the callers who've come in already, like we didn't have a timer on it, but because the show has a limited amount of time left before we've got to cut out, we will bring the timer in now for every caller. So obviously, apologies, you won't get as long as other callers are, but we want to bring everyone in. But ain't it mad that everyone said that Mane was done and dusted and even laughed at me a little bit for backing the man? And now he might be a Ballon d'Or contender. When I told the people he'll be back, they looked at me sideways. All right.
Just a quick question on that. And I think you guys know where I sit on the Mane stuff. If Mane had stayed at left wing and not transitioned to a centre forward, and again, I'm over the moon, him and Klopp came to that decision because for me right now, he's our best number 9. Do you think we're having a different conversation though?
That's a lot of ifs and buts because that means there's no Diaz at the club.
Because
that means there's no Diaz at the club and whatnot. So that is a very weird conversation. Bro. It's a very weird conversation.
You know what? If I'm being genuinely honest, I think we can't sit it. I think what it is what Carl's basically saying is, and it's not even a disrespecting. If you said who's the best left winger in the club right now, it's Diaz, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's Diaz, right? The way how Mane's kind of changed his game because it's less about pace and in terms of what we need from him. You kind of have to look at it and go, yeah, would he have been the same? Obviously, it's some buts in it, but like, I'll be honest, that's a hard one to see, you know. I'll be honest, it's a hard one to see.
But I can also flip that and say nobody in their right mind would have ever thought Mane would become a great centre forward. 100%. So therefore, he's even exceeded expectation.
100%. I hold
Can
my
I say
hand
something?
I was the worst for it.
All right, Jamal, you're in the chat, yeah? Jamal, you see, like, you like to do your detective work, yeah? I'm gonna say this to you now, Jamal. In the 18-19 season, I think it was when we played Watford and Mane scored that back heel. I think it was back heel. I think it was 18-19, or was it 19-20? Yeah, Watford, yeah. I remember saying Mane as a centre forward can work. I got laughed off the chat. Jamal, I need you to try and find this, bro. I said it from years ago. I was like, he's better in the centre forward position than Salah, and I got laughed. I need people to go and check the tape.
I think everybody knew that.
No.
Everybody knew. But we played centre forward for Senegal sometimes. Everybody knew he was better than Mo up front.
We put him there kind of like as an emergency at times. And I remember saying, Mane centre forward could work. And everyone's like, nah, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. At the time, it made sense because Mane was the best left winger in world football. But my whole point was like, I saw the characteristics. I was like, oh, but when he gets older, he can play centre forward. I remember people said that. Listen, so go back and watch the tapes if you don't believe me.
That's a long way back, bro. Man said 18, 19, though. That is a hell of a long time ago.
It was around that time there because Mane played centre forward like maybe 4 times that season for whatever reason. Klopp put him there. There's a couple of games, maybe even 3 times. I remember.
He's always been better than Salah at centre forward. Remember, he played it for Senegal. He actually plays it for Senegal.
People won't believe me. If I can find that footage, I swear down. I swear.
I just love that he's doing well in it. Fuck whether it's told you so, any of that. I just love the fact he's doing well, you know.
You can see what man can. Yeah, he has. He's evolved. He's evolved.
He's had to evolve and reinvent himself 3 times now at Liverpool. That's amazing.
He's evolved, bro. He's evolved.
Yeah. Right, next caller. Jamal, welcome to the show, bro.
Oi, how you guys doing?
Bro?
What's going on, bro?
Well, I'm all right now. Depends how I'm going to be after your call, though, bro.
Yeah, did you see what Jamal? Jamal, I'm not gonna lie. 1 week you done, man, horrible. I didn't appreciate that, bro.
How are you, Jamal?
I'm good. I'm good, bro. But Callum, I'm sorry. The streets wanted me to do this, but you guys still out. It's good. Listen to this, guys.
Keep his value as high as possible. Alternatively, the reports are true and that to me suggests we're not going to get another attacker. If Origi stays and he takes up a squad position, we're not going to get another attacker, in my opinion. And that would be a big concern for me. Now, I know he can effectively cover on the left and through the middle, but he's been pretty ineffective doing both for a little while now. To put this in context, he's only scored, I think, 7 goals for Liverpool since the Champions League final. So, yes, he's had some great moments, but it's not been consistent enough. And if we were to go in another season with Origi as backup for the front 4, as it would be now with Jota, I would be very concerned. And I'd be very disappointed, not just for Origi, because I think he needs to leave to develop his career, but also for the club and the ambition that we're showing, or lack thereof. I think Origi has to move on this summer. We have to use those funds.
A few moments later.
I called my children Stephen and Robbie. Give him his flowers, people. Right now. Give him his roses. He is the guy. If you need world peace, call Divock Origi. You want to kill things, call Divock Origi. You want to have your life, call Divock Origi. You want someone to satisfy your wife, call Divock Origi. What can he
man.
do?
That was the timer, by the way, Kyle. You can save yourself if you want, bro.
No, has it finished? Has it finished? No, there's more. There's more.
I want my dad to be Divock Origi. Divock Origi. We're a different team, we're a different organisation. Robbo is a private company. My problem with Naby, though, it's not just the injuries, it's the inconsistency when he plays. And I get what you're saying about the defensive stuff, Because there are times where we watch games, I'm like, yeah, Naby was very good defensively.
Oh shit, we've moved. We've moved.
Let me hear this.
Move away from him, and there's no recovery pace to get back at them. There's no intention of him thinking, I need to be switched on proactively here. And again, that's a little bit of my frustration. Maybe that's what Naby's game. It probably isn't. But if he's been asked to do a job and he still hasn't mastered that, then it's hard for me to jump on board. He's improved this season. Don't get me wrong, Matt. If let's say, for example, he left last summer, I'd be looking at him as one of our biggest flops. If he leaves now, after this summer, I'm looking back and saying he's one of those players that didn't achieve what we expect him to, but he's not a flop, if that makes sense. Yeah. See, my number 8, certain man was saying they got rid of him in the summer. You man are gonna have to answer some questions at the end of the season. Still. You man are gonna have to ask some questions at the end of the season. The tenacity for Milner. We move. Let's go. My number 8. Hashtag Naby Kings. Come on.
Yeah. 15 minutes later.
No.
It was Iberian Jamrock, and I don't really doubt these man. They always come through for me, but. Look, anyone wants to doubt these lot now, it's up to you, but my owners, man, from day one, and when I see them take over the club and save us, I knew what the team was. My owners. Oh no! They couldn't even come out of their stupid yacht or mansion or wherever the hell they are and apologise for the embarrassment that they brought on his club. Jack wanted the statue of him taken down. Henderson's had to come out. Klopp's had to face the media. All of our players have had to come out. And these bastards hide behind whoever they hide behind. Get them out of this club right now. I do not want any involvement of those bastards around our club. I hate those guys. And I don't use the word hate a lot. I hate those guys, what they've done and what they continue to do to the club that I've grown up loving. They ain't taking this club away from us as fans. And I swear to God, I will fight tooth and nail to make sure these are out and that we get our club back. This is our club. You'll Never Walk Alone is not conspired by them. These lot tried to trademark the name Liverpool. A flipping city name. You're trying to trademark it for money. And lay. Something that we as Liverpool fans see proud when we're dominating Europe. You try to trademark that to make money off it. All you see us is a cash grab. You know what? Grab this dick and piss off.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Hey Jamal, I'm not even gonna lie. You might have just terminated yourself with that one, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
Biggest receipt. That's the biggest receipt I've ever seen.
And guys, that's it for me this week. Next week, guys.
Can I defend myself or?
Of course you can. I did. Yeah, I did when Jamal did it to me. I did.
Raw. Man, them are calling me Amber and that, you know. Where do I start? Obviously, kind of been blindsided here, so I've got to go off the dome still. On the Origi stuff, the first part of it wasn't me. Until the bit where I got to saying that he needs to leave to better himself because he wasn't getting treated the right way. The rest of that I don't think was me. Regarding the Naby thing, that was, I know Naby listens to this. That was me being harsh, even though I didn't mean it because I needed to get a reaction. Tough love. The owners that caught me. I was caught on a bad day. That was the whole ESL thing. I think everyone was upset that day. That was me at my lowest point with the owners. But apart from that, I think. I mean, Jamal, I got to hand it to you. You've been very specific with your receipts and that. But, you know, I got to be honest, the Origi stuff, that really wasn't me.
Yeah, I know.
My voice.
That was Dembele. It was Dembele.
Yeah, I think my voice was doctored. The Naby thing, as I said, tough love. He watches. I know he watches. I just wanted to
reverse psychology. Them ones there, innit?
But Carl, I don't want to take up more of you guys' time, so I just want to go now. Cause I have things to do. But yeah, man, I just want to say big up you guys.
You got things to do. Come on, just sending him Perisic bit.
Man said I've got things to do, you know.
That's what he's doing when he goes to work. He's getting shopping and he's getting his receipts.
Yeah, that's one quick question I want to say is the Carragher, because guys, Jamie Carragher, you know, outside of Liverpool fans, you know, plenty people banter this guy. It's like only us see Carragher as a great centre back. So I want to know why so much people give Carragher stick. Is it because Henry embarrassed him? I just want to know why the outside world rates Carragher as the average centre back. So yeah, that's my question, guys. And next week again, #Naby things.
We'll see about we'll see about next week, Jamal. I'll be honest with you.
We're gonna lie. You might got yourself banned for a minute there, bro. Still, I'm not even gonna lie.
I thought Jamal done me dirty. That is the longest receipt I think I've ever seen. He done me horrible.
How I told you the alarm went off about 3 minutes before, bro. You could have cut the thing, bro. I told you, bro.
I got rushed, and you man stood there and watched.
No, I
tried to help, bro. I told you, bro. The thing was done, bro. I let you know, bro.
You saw me get rushed, and Drift, you shouted out, head movement, head movement. That ain't helping, bro. Throw a punch.
I'm trying to coach him on the side, bro.
Drift out there shouting head movement while I'm getting moved to by 4 to 6 people. That ain't helping, bro. Go and grab a man. Tell him to stop. I'm screaming head movement from the car, bro. Bloody hell, man.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
On the Carragher thing before we bring in the next person.
Massively underrated.
Yeah. A, because he's scout, and B, because it's the Henderson factor. He never looked great. I've noticed a lot of people will look at a player because he don't look graceful.
Aesthetically, he didn't look.
Yeah. Do you get what I mean? People would get on him.
More grace when he played, didn't it? More grace.
Jamie Carragher, if anyone thinks he wasn't a good defender, then I really don't know. I really don't know. He was an amazing defender. I don't care.
You know what? There was even a debate. One of the Carraghers, I think, 2 seasons he played for us, he was better than John Terry, but he never got that respect because at that time, Chelsea were the Moneybags team. And again, because here's the thing, Carragher and Terry are very similar, very, very similar players. And I don't even like that brother anyway, but obviously I'll give man his props for his talent. The other guy that plays in blue. But yeah, it's weird how Carragher never really gets the worldwide recognition that I think he should actually get. It's actually kind of sad as well, like, because I think he's.
And I'd just like to say, by the way, when we won the treble in 01, he played left back or right back. So
yeah.
Quality player.
And for anyone, just quickly as well, just for anyone getting ideas about receipts, if you bring in a receipt like that, I'm not going to lie to you, you're getting blocked. I don't give a damn. Jamal's the only person.
No, you know what? Like, obviously, it's all fair and lovable and it's all funny.
Nah, of course, I'm joking.
I'm not going to lie. That's the last receipt coming on the channel. That's the last receipt. Man ain't coming on there and trying to make a fool of man.
Are you next? You're next,
no.
Innit?
What are you talking about? It was me he started with.
What was your one?
We don't need to go back over that, but it was me for the first 2 weeks in a row. What are we talking about?
No, he's done me before as well.
Anyway, I'm just saying that's the last receipt. It was all fun. It was cool. It was out there, and because we're big men, we let it happen. It ain't happening again. It ain't happening again. I tell you.
You ain't getting me next week.
He's moving like
it ain't happening again. I tell you that one.
I'm not gonna lie.
Jamal came in and was just like, "What is it, Callum today?" Yeah, all right, cool.
I'm not gonna lie. Jamal's got the access to our videos that have been deleted, fam. It doesn't make no sense.
Today, all right, cool. All right, it's Callum today.
Man's got to pass on to the archive videos. It's actually mad.
Cal's Netto Army.
Bro, I can't even lie, man. I'm Cal's Netto Army. I'm your guy in it, but you got to move to today. Hey, Drifty, back your boy. What's going on, G?
Drifty went on screen.
Hold on a minute. I was the one who said, Cal, the timer's up, bro. And Cal let it happen.
Hold on, Drift. Hold on. I'm bad, yeah, because I was laughing, but you went off screen. You were nowhere to be seen, bro.
Yeah, because I don't want Cal to see me laughing. It's bad, man.
Tell him.
Man went off screen. Off screen.
Man said
So
he's
you
laughing,
basically went
you
to
know.
Greg's, basically. You basically went to Greg's.
No, I'm not gonna lie. No, I'm not gonna lie. I went off screen to get the Jack Sparrow picture, but still, it is what it is, isn't it?
Wow.
Yo, Cal. Anyhow, he called Jamal and told him, yeah, keep this receipt going. Stand on his neck. I'm telling you, Drifty's that type of guy.
Come
man.
on, come on.
He will rush you and then put you in your car. That's what he is.
But by the way, we're talking to two guys who I call brothers who believed Daps yesterday when
G-man,
he said what he said. So let's not go there, yeah, because nobody backed me. Everybody, one man said one thing and everyone went, run. Nobody went, no, Drift wouldn't do that. Everyone went, run. Just believe the lie.
I don't even remember.
Straight off the bat. Okay, anyway.
Drifty, I can't lie. Drifty, I can't lie in it. I'm Callum's guy in it. You know what I'm trying to say. Cal's no army. I back him in it. Anytime that Cal, something happens to Cal, I have to come on here. Drifty, I got a big agenda against you in it. So you know what? Sometimes you're gonna have to learn, big man. You're gonna have to learn. You know what I'm trying to say.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, but we literally just put the disclaimer out there. But you don't want it to be on this show. It happens. Come on, bro. Let's keep it fun. Let's keep it fun. By the way, the time is ticking, bro.
Big up, raw. You know, fair enough.
What's going on, bro? What's going on?
Big up to all you, man. Basically, now I just came on here to talk about the 6th of May. And we're still in for a quadruple. This is unprecedented times for an unprecedented team. And I know Callum is the guy that would just say we're going to do it. And you know me, I just have to back him. But can we actually do this quadruple? Is it actually going to happen? Because I look at everything, and I've always said to win a quadruple, it has to be us being perfect as well as us getting the luck. We have to get lucky as well. There's no two ways about it. We got lucky.
Man City losing the game will be the luck, bro. That will be the part that would, because it's not in our hands, that part.
Facts. The first part of the luck was against Chelsea. We didn't play as good as we did in that Carabao Cup final, but we won on penalties. We got lucky. That was the first luck. Second luck, we beat Villarreal on Tuesday when, I can't lie to you, that is mentality monsters at its finest. Because people love to talk about ability and this and that. And yes, I can hear the argument that Man City are better than us on the ball. I can hear it. But the one thing that Man City lack are people like James Milner, Jordan Henderson, Virgil van Dijk. These mentality monsters that will see you out in a game. And I guarantee you, and this is unpopular opinion, if Man City were 2-0 down against Villarreal in that same way, they go out of the Champions League. Because the mentality, they don't have it. They would have frozen and they would have shrunk and they would have just let that stadium eat them up. We don't allow that to happen. We bring on Luis Diaz, we score a goal, and we score a goal. We score 3 goals, we win the tie, game is done. That is why when people tell me, Henderson, these man, I'm like, no, they have to stay at the club because you have to keep a certain level of leadership at the club. Oh my bad. No, I was just gonna finish off, but gotta respect the thing in it. But one thing that I will say is, if the quadruple does happen, not if the quadruple, can the quadruple happen? Because Cal Shamelessness would always say it's going to happen, and he put up his fingers like 4-4, but I have to keep it raw and I have to stand in the middle and I have to say it's a 50-50 in my opinion. And I'm not even taking the piss because if I think we'll beat Chelsea in the FA Cup, I would back us against Real Madrid in the Champions League. But it's a 50-50 in the Prem. It's a 50-50. Because after what I saw on Wednesday, they're bound to drop a point in my opinion. Like that's what I believe. But then at the same time, I understand how great a footballing side they are. And listen, Pep Guardiola isn't a fraud. Let's just put that out there. I think Pep Guardiola will instill into this team, you better not let these bastards win a quadruple. I think that's what he'll tell them. He'll ingrain it into their brains. But
he will. But let's not get back on that Pep shit because that's just going to bring up a whole nother thing.
Pep's a great manager, but I'm not going to get onto that. But I'm just going to say, like...
By the way, bro, the timer did finish a minute ago, bro.
Quadruple, like that's all I want to ask. Quadruple, will it happen? Not can it happen? Will it happen? That's all I have to say because It's the 6th of May. It's never going to happen again. That's all I'm going to say. We will never see, as a Liverpool fan base, ever again on the 6th of May, us winning the quadruple. It's never going to happen again. But big up to you, man.
Big up.
Big up as always, bro.
Big up, bro. Big up, man.
I don't.
Can I go first on this?
Yeah. People aren't gonna want my answer, so I'm not even gonna answer.
Will it happen? I think it will. Yes. Secondly, I don't think it'll be luck if City drop points. Teams drop points. We've dropped points this season. City had a humongous lead over us. Now it's 1 point. Won't be luck. If they drop points, it's because they ain't mentally as tough as they're given credit for. Third of all, when Neto said that it wouldn't happen again, we're going to do the quad again next season. So, look, I believe it. If we don't do it, then yeah, I'm here for all the smoke. We're in two finals. We're a point behind a team that just got knocked out of the Champions League. They're down to their bare bones of squad-wise and all that. Showing signs of cracking. I'm all in, man.
I'm going to say this quickly, and then obviously we're bringing the next caller. In my opinion, I don't think we're going to win the quad. And that's just because I think with only 4 games to go, there's not enough room for error. Although I do believe that going out of the Champions League was the only way that mentally Man City could be affected, and it could cause them to drop points in the league. You're right, Cal. So I feel a little bit more convinced it might happen now that they're pissed off, they're tired, they're angry, they're upset. So we'll watch this space in it, because I do believe they may drop points now. The momentum of going through, I think, would have kept their team buzzing and they would have won games on adrenaline. So there is a better chance now. But I don't think winning a cup treble is something that anybody should be annoyed about if Man City do win a league, which is not in our hands. And I think there is a little element of luck if there's something that happens that you're not in control of. I do. I think there's a little bit of element if you do something and you weren't in control of it. But again, I'm not going to disagree because the league does work like that. But if we do a cup treble, it's never been done before. So do you know what? We may not do a quad, but we'll still have something unbelievable to write home about. A cup treble has never been done. In fact, we're the only team who did it, but it was with the UEFA Cup. If we turn it into a Champions League and do a cup treble that way, it's still a sensational season. And not doing the quad would be a bit annoying, but it's a sensational season and I won't let it drag me down or feel any way like it wasn't a good season. So that's my thoughts on it.
Mine is just simple. We'll win the quad. We'll win it because City are deflated. I think it'll be hard for them not to be deflated. It'll be hard for them not to drop points. We're a team that's ascending. We're on good form. We've got a lot to fight for. We've played every game. We're setting records. We're setting pace. Even the great Pep Guardiola has never done this before, play every game. That is absolutely out of this world. And you want to know something? For you to even be there at the end says to me, yeah, there's something about you. And I'm almost taking myself out of Liverpool mode and looking at it as a football neutral. I'm looking at it as raw. Liverpool are about to play every single game and they can win every single trophy. What can stop them winning every single trophy? Man City in the league. What happened to Man City? They got knocked out by Real Madrid. How did they get knocked out by Real Madrid? They got knocked out in emphatic fashion. It wasn't a small fry thing. It was a big thing that affects their confidence, that affects their mentality. Are they bottle jobs? We're about to find out. I believe they will drop points. I believe that we will ascend, and I think it's going to be the greatest season ever in Liverpool's history. If I'm wrong, fair enough. People can say, Rare, Matt, calm down, rare, tear, tear. But that's just what I believe. It is what it is.
Agreed. All right, next caller. Ids, can you hear us?
Raw. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, it's going, bro.
We caught you off guard, yeah?
Yeah, raw. I come on as one of the last person. You know how I feel? I feel like, in school, yeah, the teacher tells you to choose a girl as a partner. You come in late one day and your boy partners up with some paintings, yeah? And you're working with the fat thing, munching on the book. Like, doesn't know her 5 times table.
Yeah, thankfully, that's never happened to me.
You're lucky. Does it hurt?
Oh, what's going on, bro? What's going on?
I'm good, man. I came here last year and I asked you guys to choose a transfer target between A, B, C, D, and you all went with different ones. And I want to see if you stick with them or you change your mind. So Callum went with option A, which is Haaland, Neto. Are you writing it, Callum?
Yeah, Haaland, Neto.
Maddison, Koulibaly. Drifty went with Kane, Rafinha, Tielemans.
Hold on, slow down. Hold on.
Sorry.
Haaland, Neto. Sorry, do the first one for me again.
It's Haaland, Neto, Maddison, Koulibaly.
Yep.
Drifty went with option B, which is Kane, Rafinha, Tielemans, and Botman. Matt went with option C, which was Daka, Mbappe, Grealish, Kaletakar. I don't know who that is. He sounds like the Croatian version of Auto Trader. And, and option D, which no one chose, was Ings, Son, Aouar, Varane. And this just shows that football can change every year. You rate a guy and then he's dead. So the question regarding that is, do you guys stick with your choices or would you change? Who done the best choice? And now second question is all for banter. It's nothing serious. If you're locked in your bedroom with no window and it's locked and you have to stay there at 12 in midnight for 12 hours until 12 lunchtime next day, basically, you have to choose between one of the three options. And this is all banter. I know it's fictitious.
Yeah,
right.
The timer's going to go, but I'll let you finish. Go on, bro. Go on.
Thank you, bro. First one, 2 snakes. They ain't poisonous. Two snakes. They ain't poisonous, but they can bite and it will hurt immensely. 10 tarantulas. They ain't poisonous, but they can bite and it will hurt. Or 10 rats. A tough one. Been debating it with my family and friends all day. We're all going with different options. I like your guys' ways of thinking, so I'm just curious to know what you guys go for. And the one last quick thing, the last time I came in this Call-In show, I said I stopped eating fish fingers because it had the letters FSG in it. If I speak now, I'm in big trouble. Big trouble. Big trouble. If I speak, I'm in big trouble.
Nah, Bigger, that was one of the best shows we've ever had on the Call-In. Still, not gonna lie, but bro, we'll chop that now, though, bro. Big up, man. Good to see you again, bro. It's been a while still, so big up.
I love you guys, man. You guys are legends out here. You all compliment each other really well. And yeah, because you all think differently, I want to know what you guys do with the rats and snakes and spiders. And yeah,
that'll be interesting still. I already know Matt's answer, but yeah, we'll chop that up now, bro.
I know answer. I know exactly which one you want.
Yeah.
I don't know about the cows.
Man. And keep it up. I love you guys.
Big up, bro. Big up, brother. Big up.
Just quickly, all right then. So you see the package deal with the A to D players.
I would still stick with mine. I can't even front.
I'm not gonna lie. All my players are dead other than one man.
As soon as I heard Mbappe, I knew why Matt picked it.
Yeah, that's why I picked it. But
it would be Cal or my one that I would still go, but I would still stick with my one. I'm not gonna front.
What's your one again, quickly? Haaland. What's your one again?
Neto, Maddison, and Koulibaly.
And Drift, what's your one? What's your one?
To be, my one was
Kane, Rafinha, Tielemans, and Botman.
Yeah.
You want to know something?
Man of Cows is definitely the one. It's definitely because all the Cows players are still balling out. To be fair.
Real, I'm gonna be real.
Neto's been mad injured though, isn't it?
Yeah,
people are gonna come at me for this. I'm sticking with my one because I only want one player. All the rest we can sell them. I don't care.
Hey, you see how Section D was actually a conference now? It's a conference team now.
Bro, Mbappe is just like, I know there's a big fuss about him, obviously, because is he going Real Madrid? Is he going is he going Real Madrid or is he staying
He's going
at
Real
PSG?
Madrid now. They've made the final.
Bro, it's one of them things where this guy. All right, let me ask you this shit. Yeah.
Sorry. Botman.
Yeah.
Yeah. OR.
Yeah.
3 players everyone was going crazy for. What's happened?
No, Botman's still playing well. He's probably going to go Newcastle, you know, bro. Botman's still playing well.
Botman's playing well.
Carragher, though, yeah, they haven't really done that.
Be real, he's done now. He's done now. And OR, he's all
right, innit? Like he's, Botman's going Newcastle, though. He's still playing well. He's still quite highly touted around Europe.
He's definitely moving now. Botman's still playing well, though. He's the only one out of them ones.
If Lille weren't doing well this season, I think they would have let Newcastle have him in January, to be honest.
But if I'm a true businessman, it's one out of yours and Drifty's. If I'm just living in my land, I'm just picking Mbappe and selling the rest in it because I just want Mbappe in it. But it is what it is, isn't it?
All right then, guys. Drift, I'll start with you.
I
12
know
hours in the room.
I know exactly what you're saying.
10 tarantulas or 10 rats.
Drift ain't picking the tarantulas.
I'm picking the rats 100%.
Why you ain't picking the tarantulas?
Fuck a snake. Hence the term, and tarantulas. Yeah, when you open that door, I'd had a heart attack. My heart would have stopped beating a long time ago, bro. 10 tarantulas in one room with no windows. Yeah, no thanks. No thanks, bro.
Hey.
And if I'm being honest with you, a rat is the only animal out of those 3 I'd probably have the heart to kill. So if it got really rowdy in there, I'll start stamping on some heads. I ain't going nowhere near a spider or a snake. So,
I'm not gonna lie. Listen. One thing I will say though, just to kind of maybe tweak your mind a bit, is in movies when they kind of do that whole like that thing where like what they'll do is like they'll put like a rat or something and they'll cover it and they might heat up whatever it is. So
and the rat will chew through you. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, fam. I don't know if the others are doing that. Where see how he said the rat ain't poisonous, the rat might just chew through your rotted and you're done because the rat don't understand.
Yeah, but I think I'd win a fight with a rat more than I would a tarantula or a snake. I'm taking my chances, bro.
I hear you. I'm gonna be honest. You everyone knows on this show.
Yeah, Matt's not picking the snake, not for love
snake
nor
is
money.
For me, it's out of the tarantula and the rat. If I can deal with spiders, innit? Like spiders, I'll deal with them, innit? I will deal with the spider. Rats, the rat thing. I'm not gonna lie. Where I work, basically where I work in it, like kind of central. Some of you might have seen me in central. Where I work, I won't disclose exactly where it is, but where I was, I don't know if people remember, but about 3-4 years ago in the papers, there was talk about these like rats that are like they were called super rats in it. And I was like, what kind of stupid is this? I'm gonna tell you like from now, they existed. I saw a rat the size of a cat. I'm not gassing you because I saw it. So I was close on to see it.
Yeah, but we're changing now because a rat the size of a cat. I'm not picking that either.
No. I'm just saying. When I saw that, I was just like, I remember thinking, yeah, all right, let me go back into my office and just shut the door. Here's the joke, though. For those of you that might not know about this, you see, like rats and mouses, especially mouses anyway. Mouses don't have. I think it's like they're either no bones or the way that they don't have a spine, so they can go where a 10 pence piece is, they can actually go underneath.
But not a super rat, not a super rat though.
Oh, the super rat.
That's a normal rat. A super rat ain't getting itself down as small as the 10 people.
All I'm saying is this.
In fact, I don't even know if rats can, bro. That's mice. I don't actually know if rats can do that. I think it's mice that can do that.
I'll probably pick the rat, to be fair, because the tarantula is kind of long. I'll deal with it. But probably the rat. The rat's probably easier to deal with. Just easier, in my opinion. The rat.
I'm taking the tarantulas. All I needed was a shoe. All I needed a shoe.
You're picking the tarantula, yeah?
Yes, but what course, bro? A shoe, and I get through those tarantulas in an hour, and I sit.
I don't even want to.
Yeah, but the thing is, the rats might not even bother you.
What? 10 rats in a room, bro?
They might not even bother you, bro.
They don't have to drift, bro. Just the air that they're breathing.
Honestly, and you want to know something? I'll tell you this as well. What happens if that door...
sleeping on tarantula.
What happens if that door never opens again and you may need to eat whatever you're in the room with to survive?
I ain't eating no rat, bro.
I'd eat a rat more than I'd eat a snake or a
No, you
spider.
wouldn't, bro, because you'll be dead in a day, bro. You know
No,
how
no,
much
No,
disease-
no, no, no. They're not
See, but
disease
then
rats.
again-
They're not disease rats. That's different. If the rat's got diseases, and I'm not going in there full stop.
Rats are like see rats though.
We're talking about a clean rat.
No,
I'd
we're
rather
not.
eat.
You just
I'd
said
rather
rats,
eat a
bro.
rat
Here's
that's
the
got no
problem.
disease
Here's
than
the
a
problem,
snake
though. I
or a
will say this, though.
spider.
Here's the problem when we lose out, though, Jiff. I will be honest. Rats aren't clean though. They're the least clean out of all of them.
Filth, bro.
Well, now we're
least.
moving the goal. We're moving the goalposts a lot. But anyway, I'm still picking the rat.
Cal was acting like
He's
if
never
there
once
were,
said that we're clean rats. He just said rats, bro.
but
Yeah,
Cal,
well, anyway.
if I'm not mistaken, and I'm not even trying to thingy, but if I remember, if there was a tarantula right now, a tarantula, because I've seen tarantulas in it. We went into Florida a few times. Could you deal with a tarantula right now?
Yeah.
Could you deal with one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe it wasn't you. Someone else I was speaking to. I remember someone saying.
Spiders. I'm good with. Like I've got, brother.
I can deal with spiders. Yeah.
Daily.
By the way, people have rats as pets. Of course, there's clean rats. Like, come on, we can't be like. Of course, there's clean rats.
No, but
a rat from the street, obviously not. But people have rats as pets. Come on.
Yeah, but where else are you getting these rats from, then, Drift?
It would be like, I'm a celebrity, get me out of it. It would be breeded rats. They're not just going to go pick them out of the sewers. Come on.
Either way, it's still not happening, man. Still not happening.
Yo, brave motherfucker, if you go and get a rat out of the sewer, that's for damn sure.
I'm not going to lie, them tarantulas there.
I deal with tarantulas. All I need is a shoe or something. But even if it's a newspaper, a shoe or newspaper, I'm good in that room.
No, they're the easiest to deal with. However, you see tarantulas though, I will say they're smarter than rats though. Rats is just more like, you see with a rat, one thing I will say, if you bang the ground, a rat will run, like it will just run in it. That's how they work. You see with a tarantula, if you bang the floor, a tarantula will just go and hide away and more so wait and think about its next move. A rat will just be like, I can't hear no sound, so I come out. A tarantula, in my opinion, will think about it. That scares me, bro. I can't even lie, bro.
If we're just in an empty room, no furniture, no nothing, where's it gonna hide?
If there's all right, do you want to know something? All right, if you're gonna say it like that, yeah. A tarantula is slower than a rat. A rat can blitz. A rat can actually blitz. It can run faster than a tarantula.
You lot have clearly never seen a spider move quickly, how freaky it is, and there's 10 of them. Anyway, let's bring in the next caller.
Let me say
spiders all day, every day. 21 eyes and 8 legs. They're aliens. They're not. They're spiders.
I'll deal with the spiders, man. I can deal with that.
Anyway,
it's been a minute, Rods.
What are you saying, family?
What's going on, bro? What's going on?
Man, it's here, I'm here, man. I'm here. Listen, when it comes to apple strudel, apple strudel's wicked,
Thank you.
No, apple strudel's wicked.
Of course.
Trust me, when I was in Germany, right? Trust me, apple strudel was a lick. How about with some ice cream? Yo, fam. What you talking about, man? What are you talking about? You are throwing smoke on apple strudel. What's wrong with you?
No. Strudel's nice, but it's just not as nice as crumble. That's all.
Yeah, crumble's a lick, but strudel's a close second, though.
Yeah. No, strudel's nice still.
Can't say that. And the other thing, let me put this charger into Rascal. The thing that. Hold on.
Let me just pause your time real quick.
Yeah. No, it's in. Right?
Go to.
I can understand what you're saying about Pep, yeah. But check it with Pep Elephant. He was with Barcelona, come for the ranks of Barcelona for that. He used to play for them. So he knew what they had there. When he was managing Barcelona, he had arguably the best players on the planet. Do you know what I mean? Arguably the best players on the planet. Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets and all them man there. He didn't really need to buy anybody and I think that. It was there for him. Right, he's gone from there, he's gone to Bayern Munich and he's gone to another big team and I think that with a load of good players and I think that better than this world and I think that, yeah. Right, he's left there and gone Man City with open checkbook and I think that, right? And the difference is and I think that with Bayern Munich, he should have won a Champions League with Bayern Munich, yeah. With Man City and I think that, right, he should win Champions League with them. But you know what it is? The difference is, right, is this. When you how can I say it? When you cultivate a team, yeah, like what Ferguson done and like what Liverpool done and everything that,
when you bring certain youths through in the fact you don't spend a lot of money, the players that you bring to the club, you make them better and so forth and that. You're more in a better standing to win trophies and that. Other than having that money, putting these teams together and everything that and say, right, you know what, we're going to win the Champions League. Because you know what you get? You got a bunch of individuals. You understand what I'm saying? Do you ever see that film at the day with Al Pacino when he was doing that talk? He's done that talk. It's an American football film, yeah. And he was doing that talk.
Any given Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, and he's talking about inches and this and that, right?
Yeah.
When you build a team like what Klopp's done, and to affect at the end of the day what Ferguson's done and from that, you get the inches then. When you got teams like what Chelsea's done and what Man City's done and everything that, you don't get the inches and everything that. They will win a Champions League and everything that, but I don't think they'll win it for another 3 or 4 years. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't think at the end of the day that sort. To me, I looked at the game the other day and everything that, and I said, you know what? They've got no bollocks, mate. They've got no bollocks. Because you think about it, everything that, right? You're winning the tie, yeah? They come back and score a goal in the last minute and everything that. What do? What's the first thing you do? Game management. Game management and everything. You manage out the game and you make sure that these players at the day don't score again. But you know what happened? They fell apart. They literally fell apart. And that's a difference you get in everything that when you've like genetically modified a team than actually cultivating a team. Do you understand what I'm getting at? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
with Guardiola and everything that, yeah, don't get me wrong, he's good and everything that, right? But when I look at sort of like some of the other managers like your Ferguson, I'm not a Man United supporter, you know that. When you look at Man United, Ferguson and everything that, right? You can argue saying everything that Ferguson is better than sort of like Pep Guardiola. He's even better than Mourinho because remember at the day, you know, every team that he's gone to realistically have had money. He got to spend money because when he went to Inter Milan, he done the treble and he got to spend money. He bought in Snyder, he bought in Etu, he bought in Motta, and all them people there, he bought them in. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's got to spend money and everything that. When he was at Chelsea and everything that, right? He got to spend money. He had an open check, but the second time around, and everything, he's buying players and everything that, and he didn't even need them. He didn't need like Carragher, freaking Salah, even Salah. He didn't even need his players, but he had the checkbook and he was buying them from that. And you know how it went in the end. You know what I mean? As for the quadruple now, even though we don't win the quadruple and everything that, right? We got to pat ourselves on the back because you know what? Today we'll be the first team ever in British history to play all the games handed to us. All the games handed to us: League Cup, FA Cup, Champions League, and League. Do you know what I mean? There's no other team that's done that and I feel that. So we have to give ourselves props. Personally, I think at the end of the day, we got more chance of winning the treble than we've got a quadruple. That's my point. You know what I mean? I might be wrong, but we got more chance of winning the treble.
I agree with that.
Winning the quadruple because I think at the end of the day, with what we're doing at the end of the day is at the end of the day, in that situation, we're depending on sort of like Man City to slip up. You know what I mean? Get a draw or lose a game and everything that. And somehow I don't see that happening. Even on Sunday with Newcastle and everything that, right? There's no sort of like thing to say, well, yeah, Newcastle's gonna beat them. We would like them, but you know what I mean? Now if Newcastle don't beat them and everything that, right? Who else is gonna beat them? Can you see anybody else beating them? You know what I mean? So we have more chance at the end of the day winning a quadruple. Sorry, winning the treble than the quadruple and thing that. It would be nice, but you know, I would take the treble. I would take if you offer me the treble now, I would take the treble and thing that because it's still 100%. A massive achievement. Do you know what I mean? Because we're gonna blitz.
No, you're right. It is massive.
We're gonna blitz Real Madrid anyway. Do you know what I mean? Where are you man's watching it? You man's watching it at home or?
Not sure. We're trying to sort something out for that.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we're trying to sort something out.
That's the $1 million question right now.
Now I'm going Liverpool, blood. I'm going Liverpool again. Last time I went to the arena and everything that, and tell you what, that day out and everything that was just awesome. It was just awesome. So I'm going Liverpool again and everything that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, Guys, keep up with the content. You're doing your thing. I was on Jamie's show the other day, you know. Jamie, please.
Yeah, big up James.
My
Jamie's
guy,
growing, man.
he's not easy. You know? Joking.
Yeah,
And you know, another thing, last thing before I go, Callum, how you make man toast you off like that on live stream? No man don't hang you away, brother. And you man's anything that you man's duck out or left him.
No. You know
I would just like to say Jamal came for me twice before anyone, and nobody backed me. So it's
Not
all
like
fair
that.
and love of war.
No. You man's were like some runaway slaves, blood. You like some runaway slaves.
When Jamal got me, nobody's. In fact, no. To be fair, Carl wasn't there. Drift didn't say nothing. All Drift was doing was just grinning teeth.
Did you say anything when he got me? No, you didn't.
When Jamal, let's be clear. When Jamal got you two, it was a little back and forth scuffle. I got rushed.
You got rushed, blood. You got rushed.
Look, I told you the timer was up, bro, and you let it go. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I put the I was like, bro, the timer is done, bro. You can rock this if you want.
No,
the man put you in a gurney, fam. He put you in a gurney.
Yeah, when I went downstairs and I come back up, right, and I just see man dealing with Kall-In, and you man were just killing it. Especially you, Matt. Matt was killing it, you know. Matt dropping. Matt need drop off his chair, you know. Matt was killing it. And then, like a man just taking blows. He's taking a left and he's taking a right, and he takes an uppercut when he tries to put his head down and duck. He was taking blows from every angle. You know what I mean? You know what it is? You ever see that Chuck Norris film? He goes like, he tells the man, say, hey, he goes, if you come back again, I'm gonna hit you with so many lefts, you're gonna beg for a right, you know. That was Kall, you know. Kall was begging for a right, you know. Hey, listen, guys, big up. Carry on the contact and them thing there.
Yeah, love as always, bro. Big up.
Yeah, all love, running. Respect,
big up, man. Big up.
No, bro.
Like I said, though, disclaimer, ain't happening again. I'm not gonna lie. That's the last receipt that's getting put out here. So,
right. Guys, just a heads up. We are gonna take 2 more callers. We've got Jamrock and Guna Lee to You'll Never Walk Alone and M. Tarmizi and Liverpool 12th man. We'll get you on next week. What I'm going to do, if I can, what I will do, I'll message you guys my DM for Twitter and Insta. Hit me up and you'll get the link early so you guys will be guaranteed to get in. So,
hey, Liverpool 12th man, actually, email us, bro, because I've got a members video I think you'd be brilliant for, bro. So email us so we've got your email so we can talk off as well, bro. So, yeah, email our email and let us know it's you. And then we've got a really cool members video we think you'll be good at, bro. So hit us up, man.
All right. Next caller. Welcome to Jamrock.
Yeah, what's up, fellas? How you doing?
In, baby. What's good, my
bro?
Not much, man. Not much at all. Feeling a little under the weather here, but let me get to it before my time runs out. Two things I wanted to talk about. First one being, are we sure we're not underestimating like the wages of some of our players, or how easy it is for some of our players to get bonuses? And the reason why I say is because our wage bill in 1920, when we won the title, was 325 million sterling. On our wage bill last year, when we did nothing except qualify for the Champions League, was 314. That's only $11 million difference.
That's not that much, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. Are we sure we're not understating the wages? I mean, I know there are things out there on the internet and stuff like that, but are we sure we're not understating the wages that some of these players are getting? Or are we sure that the bonuses that they get aren't easily attainable? Because it's only 11 million sterling. That's not a lot. Versus winning a title one season and not winning anything the next season. So that's the first thing that I want you guys to comment on. Second, we've had Firmino, Mane, and Salah as some of our core forwards during the best of times for Liverpool. I still think it's time to move on one of them. So I'm going to give you a scenario. Well, one of them, yes, because Divock is going to be moving on, and not quite sure what's going to go on with.
I'm still holding on to the fact they might keep
Minamino.
Divock.
No, he gone.
Mm.
He gone.
Let me live. Let me live. Let me
Yeah.
live. Anyway.
Oh,
Let me live. Let me live. Let me live. Go on.
So I'm gonna pick the one player that I'm gonna have move on, and it's gonna be Bobby Firmino. But I'm gonna let his contract run down. Basically, do the respectful thing and have his contract run down, so he can go wherever he chooses to go. But we need 2 forwards in the next 2 years. One this summer and one the following summer. I'm gonna give you guys 6 forward/strikers. One of them has to be a striker. I'll have you guys choose the combination that you want. So here it goes. Adeyemi, Darwin Núñez, Nkunku, Anthony, Victor Osimhen, and Isak. It has to be a forward striker combination.
You repeat those names, so John. Yeah,
I've got them. I've got them written down.
Cool.
Yeah.
Núñez, Nkunku, Anthony, Isak, and Osimhen.
Adeyemi, Núñez, Nkunku, Anthony, Osimhen, and Isak. Yes. One striker, one forward. You guys get to choose the combination.
Yeah.
And then tell me why.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know
you
why.
guys chose a combination.
That's easy. That's easy.
All right, bless up, fellas.
Bless as always, bro. Big up for the continued support as well, bro. You're one of our biggest supporters. It don't go unnoticed, brother.
From day, bro.
Nah, it's all love, man.
I hope you feel better as well, bro. I
feel like I'm coming now with the flu, man. So I'm just trying to get this in and probably shut down for the weekend.
Yeah,
I hate you.
Get better, man. Get better, bro.
All right, man.
All right, take care, bro. Blessings,
up,
bro.
Bless.
Each and every.
Bless. By the way, guys, as well, we got all the super chat saved as well, guys. So they're not gonna get missed. Don't worry, boys.
On the wages thing, I see where Jamrot's coming from, but I'm alright with it because if we're hitting our bonuses, it means we're winning, which means the club are bringing in more money. So I think it offsets itself. So
but Jamrot did say we had a terrible season last year, meaning how easy are the bonuses to get because we didn't win anything, and it seems like a lot of people still got a bonus.
I know, but Salah, Mane, Bobby, they're probably on bonuses. Virgil and Ali are probably on bonuses. And
what would it be then? A top 4 bonus? Because we didn't win anything, but they still got their bonuses. Would it be Champions League qualification?
Bonus, probably. Goal and assist bonus, probably
appearance. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Clean sheet bonus and all that. So I reckon that's where they get triggered. When I'm good, to be honest. But I see where it's coming from.
It sounds really expensive when you say it out loud, though, isn't it? 311 million. You're like,
it does.
Is that how much we spend a year on wages?
Facts.
That is a lot, isn't it?
In terms of forwards, then. So I'll name you guys the wingers. So,
you lot can guess, man.
Yeah. Well,
yours is kind of actually.
Mine is as self-explanatory as it gets.
So yours
one of yours.
Núñez and Anthony.
Yeah, Núñez.
Yeah. Without a shadow of a doubt, 100%.
You know what mine is?
I'm not sure about your one, Matt.
I know what Matt's is as well.
What's mine?
Actually, the only reason why are we classing Nkunku as a wide player or a front player? Because that's the only bit that will
be technical.
No, because I just need to know before I know what
he's a wide player. He's a wide player in this. Because Osimhen and Núñez are the strikers.
No, he's a false 9, brother.
See, I told you it's more techie than I thought. I told you.
Let me give you. If I'm allowed to do this, I'll give you. If I'm allowed, by the way, I was gonna go Nkunku and Adeyemi.
I knew
That's
it.
what I was gonna do.
But I just wanted to know if Nkunku was a wide forward. Because if he's a wide forward, then you can't pick Adeyemi. That's why I needed to know whether we were going to...
if I'm not allowed... Because I was going to say, because Nkunku, I want to do the false 9 thing. And Adeyemi, I want him to do the... But if I'm not allowed... I'll go Nkunku. Oh! No, that means I can't have any yet. I'd have to go Nkunku and...
Get on the Darwin train, bruv.
And Isak. And the reason why I say Isak over
Darwin.
No, the reason why. I don't know what it is about Isak. It's almost like
he's cold. Don't get me.
No, he's seriously a little kind of young Ibra, because again, and that's high praise, and maybe it's a bit overly.
That's very high praise.
No, reason being he's mad. He's very technical, Yeah, very tall, gangly kind of figure.
He's
But
techie,
he's
though. He's
yeah,
techie.
but he's kind of deceptively quick, amazing technique, and I kind of feel like the predatory instinct in him can be worked upon a bit like Salah, if that makes sense. Like, so he's not like a natural striker. I would still say Darwin Núñez is more of a natural striker, and even Osimhen. But I feel like Isak is. There's something about his game where I feel like can make it complete. That's one thing I will say.
For me, it's Adeyemi and Isak.
But I'm still sticking to my original. I know I'm kind of cheating.
Jamrock said Nkunku has to be a winger.
Yeah, he has to be a wide player.
Jamrock, man.
Do you know what?
Right,
saying Nkunku's just reminded me. Big up your damn self, Rangers, for making the final of the Europa League. Heritage right there. The game was amazing. So I watched it on replay. To win 3-1 against Leipzig is amazing. So, go and do your thing against Frankfurt and go and bring that title back to Scotland, man. That is sensational. Your boy Ryan Kent, beautiful assist for the first goal, badding it up. You know what I'm saying? Love it. Absolute scenes. Nkunku's goal was absolutely naughty, though. I'm not even gonna lie. Nkunku's goal was naughty. I mean, he couldn't help his team beat. He couldn't help his team beat Rangers.
He's one man, though.
But I'm not trying to. Oh yeah, but I've heard he's a Superman. But I'm just saying,
bro,
his finish though, his finish was naughty.
Bro, I'm not gonna. Yeah, we'll get into it. In fact, you just giving me something for that.
Have you seen his goal, Matt, yesterday against Rangers?
Of course.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The finish was naughty. I've
been champion Nkunku. Listen, I'll leave it there.
The finish was naughty. The finish.
He's
was
serious,
naughty.
bro. He's serious. Yeah. Nkunku's serious, bro. He's serious. I think he's definitely a Liverpool.
Nkunku is the most Klopp player out of every player available in Europe, I reckon. In terms of like what Klopp likes, where you can play numerous positions,
bro.
Yeah. Nkunku is definitely the most Klopp player out.
Do you know what? If I could compare him to anybody, he's like old school. No, old school. He's like Mane, not as dynamic as Mane in terms of when Mane first came to Liverpool, but that profile of player, man can play across the whole middle. The whole front line. Man can play across the whole front line and make it seem seamless. And Nkunku for me, he's serious, bro. He's serious.
All right. Good. Lee.
Yo.
What's going on, bro?
Look at this superstar, always on AFTV and that, you know.
Hey, don't forget us, you know, bro. Don't forget us, bro.
You know what? I was gonna listen, you man. I'm gonna get onto you, man. What's going on with your website, brother?
Do you know what? We've been busy.
Please say that. Please say that. It's in the work.
I'm gonna be real with you, Lee. We'd have to speak about it off air still.
Listen,
there's a few.
Man, I'm trying to purchase the Kopish jumper because you know the next thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come to the yard. I'm gonna take Stevie's jumper. So you get me one. It might be too small, so I just put it in my little baby finger, man. I put it in my little baby finger.
But actually, do you know what? If you're talking about the merch thing, bro, that's all sorted, bro. The merch is all sorted, bro. Oh yeah, no, the merch is all sorted, bro. The merch is all sorted.
Confirmation we got today. Remember,
we got confirmation today. That's sorted now, bro. That's sorted now.
Monday, look at Monday, bro. Monday.
The link for this video will be the official link, bro. Yeah, it's sorted now, bro. It's sorted.
I went there. I think last week's video and it wasn't working. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
It was an error, but it's been sorted. Yeah.
Because you know it's funny that I'm actually lost because everything that you lot been talking about it's gonna come full circle. But the first thing I was gonna chat to you about is the whole Mane thing. Because for me, I got to hold my hands up and I got to say, do you know what? I was wrong myself because I was out here calling him not a dud, but he did look a bit finished. And I do think the whole him going to AFCON that did help him and kind of like bring him back full circle. And even yesterday, you know what? It's after dark. And last night, I was thinking, brother, man's 30 and I gave my missus a wicked thing. So I'm like, you know what? That's why I didn't have to do the date night tonight because man was like,
Well, you realize 38's old man, bro. Man can still put in a shift on that.
Man was just reaching. You know what? I want to talk about that again. Obviously, I only got about 2 minutes, so I want to come with like as quickly as possible with it. And I feel like, you know what? I'm going to be real. you know, this whole Super League thing, I'm not opposed to it, you know. Now, obviously, the way that they came at it last year, because I think it was like literally around this time last year, it came wrong. They did it at night. It was very snaky, and that they're trying to do the whole no relegation thing, which I didn't agree Arsenal should be in it because they don't deserve it, which is very, very true. But for me, I'm like, you know what? When I look at, and I've been thinking about this for the last couple of days, and I'm looking at the quality, and this is no shade on Liverpool whatsoever, because you lot deserve to be where you are. You're a great team, and you're doing well. But I'm looking at the quality around Europe, and I'm like, football right now nowadays is poor. And I'm looking at Villarreal in the Champions League semi-final, and for me, it's not good enough. I look at Bayern Munich, they're poor. I look at Arsenal, they're poor. Chelsea, they're poor. Look at all of these top. I really think right now it's actually easier to win the Premier League than what it was before. And the reason why I say that is you have two clear teams, and then you have everybody else, and there's a clear divide. Now, the only thing that's made it more difficult is to get into the top four for the other 5 or 6 teams that are below, because you got now Aston Villa, etc., Newcastle now coming in. But for me, I genuinely do look at it and I'm like, you got the two clear teams, and that's it. And Drifty, you made a comment a couple of weeks ago, and you said Liverpool are doing a great thing by sort of like saving Europe. You're saving the whole of football by not letting Man City win everything. And I want you to think about this. So if you lot win all the trophies, who's going to save it? Because
if we win it, don't need saving, baby.
Nobody. So that's another thing. So like even that in itself, like if you guys win, who's going to save? Because then it's the same thing what you're saying. But for me, I want you to really chop it up and think about this whole Super League thing. Like, do we need Super League? Because again, going back to what you guys were kind of talking about in the big debate that you and Matt was obviously refereeing them. If we do have the Super League, it then makes everything a lot fairer because the money is the same for everybody, and everybody gets the same thing. So Klopp gets the same 280 million, and Pep gets the same thing, and Arteta gets the same thing, and Tuchel, and we can then see who's that big Don Dada. We can see who the best manager is, who goes against each other, the head-to-head, because that's what it's there for. That is what, in essence, the Super League is there for. It isn't there for anything other than the top teams to stay at the top and the smaller teams to basically make it more difficult. So for me, I'll be honest, the way they did the Super League last year was wrong. I'm starting to think, and even when you start chopping it up, name me the top 5 left wingers, top 5 right wingers. After you get past Salah, Mane, Mahrez, like all of these players are mid. All of these, like you're genuinely going to like Harvey Barnes. You're going to Saka. Now again, I'm not even trying because I love Saka, but Saka ain't that guy yet. And this is where you're going to. You're going to these kind of more. They're not established. They're not the guy yet. They're not the guy. So for me, and again, I want you to do it because I've been thinking about myself. Think about the top strikers. Well, you would still include Suarez in it. I'm sure a lot of people in their top 5, top 6 strikers, and he's like 38 years old. And for me, when you actually start
quality kind of lacking, isn't it?
The quality is poor, and that's why for me. And again, I don't. This is you know me. I when I have to be shameless, and I don't like I say about Liverpool, but it's not a shade on Liverpool. But I'm talking more about Villarreal because you saw the whole. I don't know if you saw the video with I think Jason Cundy, and he was talking about Villarreal and how they like the tactics. That I don't care about. I'm just talking about the quality in Europe is so poor. If we do get a Bayern Munich coming back up, if we do get a Barcelona coming back up, which we may not like, but the quality is just gonna make it more entertaining. It's gonna be a better quality Champions League, which then you can cut it across the cost. Because even so, Liverpool right now, even if you did win the quad, is this the greatest team ever? I'm not going to agree and say I don't agree. I do not think it will be. But okay. Even if because I can see Cal, if you win the quad, yes. But I'm talking about the team itself. I'm talking about the players. I'm sure if you put this team against the Man United teams in the past, or the Chelsea teams, will they beat them? I don't know.
Bruv, they're in a lot of trouble. I feel like they're in a lot of trouble.
No. Again, and I'm not here to discredit at all. This is not what I'm not. No shade at all. I'm just talking in general terms. For me, I really do think the Super League, if they did it in a different way, I do think it would even out hopefully for everybody in some way. I don't know how they would do it, but for me, I do think that Super League needs to come because the quality is poor, man. And again, when you start to chop up the quality of literally go for the top left wingers, top right wingers, sorry. After the centre mids in the Prem, after you go past what's his name, De Bruyne and Thiago, and I don't even like.
Flacco.
Okay, yeah.
You might as well put Gundogan in there. Flacco, Gundogan.
We're struggling. Gundogan back in the day, like he's a very good player, but Bernardo Silva, and then we're going
Bernardo.
We're going to Mason Mount. Like we're struggling. We're struggling. Like we're having to. Back in the day, like we could go through all of the class of the play of the centre mid. Like you know what I mean? Because we forget.
Yeah, no, you know what? I do get where you're coming from, Bob. I do get where you're coming from.
That's where I think. And you know the last thing, you know what you man upset me yesterday? Because you man should have burnt Daps, you know. You man should have burnt Daps. Man talking about Arsenal. And you know what? Next season, you got to get me on that Thursday show because I'm a comfort. You know what? I'm a comfort George and I come for Daps because they managed to keep their name, my name. They managed to keep my club's name. My man was talking about Arsenal, you know. Don't ever in your life, Daps. And I'm looking at you right there,
You know what? We'll talk in the off season, bro, because there's definitely a contract we might be able to hand out to you, but we'll talk in the off season. Don't get twisted, bro.
The man I jump in on this YouTube thing from next season. I'm just
don't get twisted, bro.
No. We'll talk.
You see your questions here. Would you do a members video with us on this? Because I don't think it's something we can chop up in a minute or two. I think we need to
it's kind of like
I'm there, man.
We need to look back at past teams and past players and all that.
That's a good point. Still, that's another good members video.
That's a good shout. Still,
even in general, because you know what? Do you agree that though the quality now is so poor? And again, I do not want it to be a shade on Liverpool because I'm not talking about Liverpool. I'm just talking in general terms. The quality is poor.
I have a different view on it personally.
I was gonna. Me personally, if I get, because again, I kind of feel like to really chop it up. I wouldn't say it's poor, but what we're probably used to and what we've been brought up on.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. I think the quality is basically the range is not the same. The range, you see, like how you're talking about like players in the centre mids. Yeah, you're thinking of eras of like. I don't know, like Essien, as you said, like Ballack, and it goes far deeper than that. Gilberto, Vieira, it goes deeper than that. Like, so I hear you. However, one thing I will say is that maybe I don't know, it's like a transition thing because the Mason Mounts or the Foden, so to speak, that are good now we'll see that basically we're watching them progress in it. So maybe we're at a stage where. Those players who you might not think are at that level of certain players you thought of back in the day, they're getting to that level. And maybe we've forgotten what it's like when there was a period in back in the day when there were players where it's like, hey, ain't even all that. And then like, you know what I mean? I kind of feel it's a little bit like that, a little bit. I don't know.
You know what? Even though it's thinking like just even on a grand scheme, like a wider scheme, even 10 years ago, you think one of my favorite players ever, Cesc Fabregas, was almost a big part player at times for Barcelona. Like that's the levels that we're talking about. Do you know what I mean?
I hear you.
That was a Pep team, by the way.
No, that wasn't
for all the Pep haters. For all the Pep haters.
I hear you.
But you get like, and now when you think about again, if you literally go through, and it doesn't even just be the Prem, I'm talking in general. If you go through the top 5 centre mids, you're really after the 2 centre mids in the Prem, and maybe what are we saying, Verratti? Who else? Give me a name. Other than thinking, who?
I do hear what you mean. I think that's probably a lot more down to household names though, Lee, as well, because you got to remember people like your Camavingas and your Schumanis and that are ballers, but they're not household names yet. So in terms of a household name, you're right. A Verratti, a Thiago, a Kevin De Bruyne. We don't have as many household names like that. But I think if we went through and actually looked at the quality, maybe that's why I'll make a brilliant members video because we can do proper research and chop it up for a whole hour.
Fact. Even like Bellingham, like they're in that. What is Bellingham, Schumanni, Gavi, Pedri, Camavinga, they're all in that like stage where they're progressing, where they'll get to that level, and then like for the next how many years, we'll be saying most likely, if they all progress the way how I think they will, we'll be sitting there going, these man are these man.
But you know
Remember
what?
when we
You
when
wanna
we're
still be-
you're from the, if I know Lee, without giving anything away, you're from my era, from the Seedorf era. I know you are. You're from the Seedorf when you know like that. So I hear you.
But you lot are still proving my point because you're saying that these players that are emerging. I'm talking about right now. The quality is poor.
I hear you.
Not like genuinely overall. And again, if you go through the top right backs, you go through the top left backs. Other than you, man, and then Cancelo.
They're passing the baton though, because you got Modric right now, who's 36. What it is, they're passing the baton. How I feel about it anyway. And when that baton gets passed, you'll see man run with it. Like and we're seeing it in front of our eyes. To be fair, I'm seeing Camavinga come off the pitch. Or sorry, come onto the pitch.
I just think that this whole Super League.
I mean, what I will say as well, though, Lee, I do hear what you're saying, but if we go back and look at it, for example, when you and Man United were going toe to toe for the league, outside of maybe Liverpool and outside of maybe Liverpool at the time, can you really look to the rest of the league and say they were bad boys? They were maybe well known.
The league though. I'm talking about worldwide though. I'm talking about in Italy, the prime centre mids, as you said, Seedorf, Makelele, still bossing, still doing.
That I hear, but maybe we again. I think it's to do with the household name and reputation stuff because there are some players like. Again, we've seen players come over here. Like no one really knew about Cancelo before they came over here and dominating the league to an extent against most teams.
Yeah.
Again, you've got other players like Edison. We didn't really know about Edison. Half the league didn't know about Alisson. They've come over, they dominated. So
I think it's a lot more to do with the times as well. See, back in the day, Lee, ballers were allowed to be ballers, and that was how football was. But now you've got to be more of an athlete, and you've got to be more intelligent to pick up all these crazy tactics that managers want, and all these game plans and all that. Back in the day, it was just football, innit? You could almost just be like, "What, you're a baller, yeah? You could play my team." So I get what you mean. It looked better on the eye back in the day because I think they were technically better players. Now they're better athletes. Do you get what I mean? Now you've got to be an athlete to play football. Now you do.
I ain't even mentioned Gerrard. I ain't even mentioned Lampard. I ain't even mentioned Kaka. I ain't even again by like even Essien, Makelele. Like I'm just talking about that. Every generation, every crop of generation of players, there's always been 10 where you're like fighting. Whereas now, as I said, once you get past the top 3, possibly 4, it's very mid. It's very, very, very mid. And when you start to really deep it, if you do a members video, etc., when you deep it, yes, there's a lot of passing on the back end. And again, I know it's the whole because I can go through the Mahrez thing. We didn't know about Mahrez. We didn't know about Kante. But what I'm more saying, these players were established, world-renowned, World Cup winners, squad players for Champions League, World Cup, etc., wherever, and they were doing it consistently. And you said now we're going through Gavi, we're going through Pedri, we're holding on to the Cruises and the Modric's with Drifty. You kind of said you wouldn't take him because of etc. So do you know what I mean? Right now, I just really look at the quality being really, really poor, and I just think that Super League, my overarching point was the Super League, I think would possibly help with that if it's done correctly, because obviously I don't want to do the whole, I don't want this no relegation thing, because as I said, if Arsenal get relegated, unfortunately, as much as he's going to pay me, we deserve it because
it's fair.
It's fair, man. Like I'm not getting all of this, like the whole complacency of like not spending and man, forget all that. I don't want the money just going to the owners and stuff like that, and I don't think it's fair for the other players other teams, not being able to get into it. But yeah, that was where my team.
Yeah, no, we'll talk offline, and we'll set that up, bro. That'll be a good video, man.
Definitely members video. Definitely.
Listen, let me know. Big up as always, bro. I'm gonna try and get that merch, man.
Yeah, bro. The link, give it 5-10 minutes after this finishes, and the link will definitely be the one that works.
Bro, tell us when you're gonna be on AFTV, bro. We'll retweet and all that as well, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man's following you in that, bro. So yeah, let me know.
I've got something coming up with Tobes, tapping Tobes on Monday for the derby. Thursday, might be something with AFTV on Monday with Turkish, and then I think I'm at the next North London derby next week Thursday. So yeah, I'm just, as I said, I'm trying to build up for next season.
Yeah, definitely. Tag us, bro. Tag us, bro. Listen, certain things go beyond football, innit? You know what I mean? It's man supporting what you're doing. You know,
Listen,
you know what I mean?
I want the copy. Listen, I don't care about no rival. Listen, I'm always here to support. Always, we go back and forth, but it's always love, man.
It's always love,
yeah, man.
Trust
Come on,
me.
man.
Love for that, bro. Trust me.
Listen, you man,
big up,
love,
man.
and big up
bless
to
you,
the
bro.
family as well, man.
Bless, bro. Big
Take
up,
care,
King.
bro.
Big up.
Have a blessed weekend, man.
Not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to that members video.
Yeah, it'll be good,
Same,
man.
bro. Same. It's gonna
It's
be
the reason
so
why I think the number 10s died as well, because it's not about ballers anymore to a degree. That's why all the number 10s have died out, man.
You see when you use that term, I heavily disagree. Like, we'll go into it, but I heavily disagree.
Like, I'm thinking now, like an absolute baller, someone like Rui Costa. I'm like, who would he be able to play for now? Do you know how good Rui Costa was? Like, football's mad now still.
Let me ask you this. Quick question. Who could Recoba play for in today's game?
Recoba's different because he could have been converted to a wide forward, I reckon. So he could have evolved into this.
No. Listen, Recoba's...
He could have evolved into this way of playing, I reckon, easily.
Recoba...
He would have been an inside right forward, bro. He would have been wonderful.
No work ethic, bro. No work ethic.
Yeah, but I think that would have changed. I think that would have changed if he had the right manager, bro.
What I'm trying to say
he worked. He wasn't like a bum or anything. He worked hard, but I think that was a bit
disingenuous. His work ethic was... All I'm going to say is this. You've got Mason Mount working hard, and I like Mason Mount as a player. I actually think technically he's actually good. But you see Recoba and certain man there that didn't necessarily pull their weight defensively. In today's game, they could not get away with that. I'm telling you from now.
No, they couldn't get away with it. Yeah.
Could not get away with it. And I think Recoba's one of them because I followed man's career, bro. Recoba was not the guy that worked hard. He just balled out when he had the ball.
No, but he didn't need to in the way he played. Because that's what I say. I'm not going to lie. I don't think Dennis Bergkamp could have played high intense pressing, rare. He's the best number 10 ever for me. I don't think he would have been good at high pressing and running around and closing down and all that. But football was different. That's the point I'm making. It was more about techers back then. Now I think it's more about athleticism and intelligence. So, you know what I mean? It will make a great video. It will make a great video. I can't lie. It will.
Let's get through these super chats. James Anderson said, which Germans did we have at right back and left back, my guys? Right back, we had Marcus Babbel.
Christian Ziga. Yeah, Ziga.
Yeah. Hey, Ziga, do you know how much of a baller he was? Injuries messed him up.
No, he was.
Ziga was good. I don't... If we were to go back and watch him... do you know what?
Before he came Liverpool, he was a baller, bro.
What I'm going to ask you guys to do, you know, like when Premiers comes on and stuff like that and they show full games?
Yeah.
When you get, if I'm ever coming across it, I'll try and record it or I'll message you guys. But we're gonna watch those games. You're gonna watch them and be like, "Raw, football's really evolved." You know, I watched Leeds. Remember the Leeds Liverpool game that ended 4-3?
Yeah, Vidukas. Yeah.
We all think back that was a sick game and all that. But I'm gonna be real, yeah. The ball was mostly in the air that game.
No, I remember, bro.
Do
you know what game I watched yesterday? Unwillingly, it just was a recommendation and I let it go. Newcastle Arsenal 4-4. Do you remember that game?
Yeah, we checked
Tiote.
R.I.P. man. Check Tiote was good, you know. When I was watching that game, bro, he was good, man.
He was serious, bro.
You watch some of those games back, brother. It was literally.
I know what you mean. You look back and you think the quality of the game is not what you thought.
Heskey was a battering ram, bro. They would just launch it to Heskey. Heskey had to try and head it on the slope. So that was the game plan.
Heskey had his own launch pad.
Bro, when you watch those games back, you're like, I don't really remember it being like this still. Wolves FI says, is Liverpool brink of making history? Yeah, it has happened, like in Scotland and maybe other places, but to compare the top 5 leagues, though, I hope they fail the quad quest. Raw,
bro, we ain't got no beef. We ain't got no beef, bro. And you know, we need you to do us a solid, bro. I beg you.
He gave you Connor.
Damn, son.
Shout out to anyone who knows Phone Shop. I beg you guys win. I beg you guys win. I beg you guys win.
Zabiri says, can't join you, man, today. Hope you have a blessed weekend. Just drop in for a super chat and check on Drifty's party level. Big up,
bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Today, I actually started thinking, I better get on the phone to some companies if we do manage to do this. we got to figure out what part of the South Bank man needs to be jumping on that boat still.
I might just jump in the river, bruv. Shorts.
No, bro. You don't want to get all them kind of disease and no stupidness there, right? You'll never be the same, Carl. I'm never letting you jump in there, bro.
Pimp in Distress says, regarding the kits, so if I send another M and 2 L Vapors, you'll send them back to me. Big up, guys. I mean,
nah, never that, bro. Never that.
I mean,
we'll speak of
and by the way, big up your damn self again, bro. Man, that Pimp is an absolute
never
legend.
forget that gesture, man.
Hey, trust me, that's love, brother. Always.
And Pimp, let us know if you like the kit as well, bro.
Mamadou says Liverpool should not underestimate Real Madrid.
Oh, 100%. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm definitely not.
I want to go on record of saying they are not an easy game. I just think that game is better for Liverpool than Man City was. That's the only thing I've ever stood by.
Bro, I said this for
I kind of disagree, but
bro,
Man City know how we play. I did not want to play Man City.
Remember when I said Real Madrid might beat Man City, and you were like, bro, Man City are not losing this game, and I was like, bro, I'm telling you.
No, I was wrong with that.
It's not even about I'm telling you. I'm right. It's more of a case
Man
of
City did batter them for 88 minutes, which is
no,
still
I hear
mad.
you, but it's what it is. But Real Madrid, remember I said they have it in their DNA. That's what worries me. But anyway,
their ground, though, I will say that because if you look through the whole campaign, away at Sheriff, away at PSG, away at Man City, they were all over the place. And I've got to say, the Burnabout has got Real Madrid where they are. It's in Paris now, so we'll see how it goes when they haven't got home.
Ancelotti done the people's eyebrow. All the rest is history, bro.
Ash says Barca won the Champions League 3 years before he got there, won it 3 years after he left. Bayern won it the year before he turned up, won it 3 years after he left. He spent more money than any other manager ever. Never won the European Cup without a prime Messi.
I love Ash, but that seems very, very harsh. I'm not gonna lie.
There's a free stated facts, bro.
No, but there's so much context involved. Like they won a treble, right? Do you know how hard it is to remotivate a team to win a treble while you're trying to teach them the way you play? With that Pep, we'll talk about that when we do the members video. Anyway.
I mean, obviously, we'll be in that position next season going for the quad, so we'll see, innit?
But it won't be with a new manager and a new style of play, though, so it's going to be a different circumstance.
True. DJ says Klopp has never managed at a club where if they don't win the league in a season, it's a failure. I won't know how he'd cope under that pressure, that immense pressure. I think he'd cope fine, to be honest.
Klopp will be fine, bro. It's not an extension. He's here, bro. He's here to stay, bro. No matter what happens, bro.
Wolf says Matata United, Galatasaray, Besiktas, and Fenerbahce. Those at least. Oh, those are the ones that have come close to do it, and I'm guessing the quad.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What's that regarding?
Ash says Mourinho won Porto first ever Champions League, Inter first ever treble, Chelsea first ever Prem. I hate Jose, but the man. But Jose is a don. Pep is literally a definition of a checkbook manager. XF01 Mick says some of the comments make me wonder, did City just learn to lose? Perhaps they learned they could easily blow a late lead. I mean, time will tell. Hopefully they blow another lead or they don't even get a lead on their next game. Anna says Mo and his agent pictured with Edwards. I saw that.
Yeah, I saw that. Man put the smile
everyone looked happy at the table as well.
Everybody looked happy.
I think he signed on a bit of tissue and said, "Oh, I'll do the real one next time." Ash said any guy could move into a new build and put some art on the wall and act like they built the place. Pep, real man buys some land, cuts the trees down, and builds a castle from scratch. Klopp.
I like that from Ash too. I
like it too. Wool says, "Damn, is Kopish great? Gonna see any? No, we we see your messages, Wool. We see your messages.
Yeah. No, you know that is a very generous contribution, bro. Big up yourself. Bro. I hope you're still in the chat. Big up for that, bro.
From a non-Liverpool fan as well. That's much appreciated.
Yeah. That's love, man. Big up yourself, bro.
Eastwood says Jamal, king of the receipts. Yeah, he crowned himself today. My behalf. Chris
better
says,
watch your back. Better watch your goddamn back.
How should I bring my WhatsApp receipts? No, Chris, please don't.
Chris is looking to add some receipts, you know.
Yeah. To Liverpool, 12th man says Jamal Hurd finish him and drops the Mortal Kombat Scorpion movie.
I was
Did literally.
teleporting and all sorts.
Horrible.
Eastwood
Behavior.
says, how come I can never find the calling number? There's no number, bro. The link gets put in quite early, so you got to get there quick. Because
You know what? Let's get Eastwood on first.
Your eyes have to be peeled as well.
Yeah, let's get Eastwood on first.
Well,
Let's get him on first.
Eastwood, if I'm not mistaken, Eastwood, you started following me on social, so yeah, I'll DM you
I'll
next
have to be
week.
peeled.
100%.
Musa says it's early, but who starts next to VVD, centre midfield and strike for the finals? And Cal, have you seen the news about Charles and the title? Also, are you doing a watch along? We'll do the first question first then, guys. Who starts next to VVD for Chelsea and Real Madrid?
That's early.
Ibu for Chelsea, Matip for Real Madrid. I might change my mind closer to the time.
Yeah, I'd have to go the same with Drift.
I agree with that as well.
Yeah,
In fact, no, I don't. I've got a wild take for Real Madrid, but I'm not going to say it now.
I know
it's going to be a video in itself, so we'll get that.
I already know what he's going to say. I don't want to spoil it.
Right, you don't, you know, Matt. You
really
bet. Don't.
What, Joe Gomez at right back? All right, we move.
None.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not that simple, though. It's not that simple.
No, there's more to it. I know.
I'll quickly say it and then skip. Gomez at right back and Matip if he's playing centre back, or Trent and Ibu.
I get the logic. You don't have to explain it. I know.
I already know why. I know the logic as well. 100%.
Junior needs to be kept hold of.
Hey,
strangled.
Junior is causing problems.
Yeah, he needs to be dealt with early. Centre midfield, my number 8, innit? Both games.
For me, Naby Keita starts both games. Striker, Sadio Mane as things stand.
Yeah,
I could change my mind, but Sadio
Henderson
Mane.
100% starts the FA Cup game. But we'll talk about it closer to the time.
I mean, the news about Charles Oliveira, I've only seen through the chat. I don't know the ins
What's
and outs.
happened?
Yeah, I think that's bad mind if it's true.
What's happened?
Apparently
he's been stripped of his title for missing weight. That's bad mind. I'm sorry, that's bad mind.
No, if you no, hold on.
Because I've seen this happen in the past, and it just became a non-title fight.
No, they always get strip drift.
No. If you miss weight, apparently, if I'm not mistaken, it becomes like a non-title fight.
Nice.
Yeah, I've never seen them get stripped of their title
does
before.
Not lose their belt, bro.
I've never seen a champion lose his belt for being stripped.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Yeah, go on.
The last time it happened, if I'm not mistaken, was Romero versus Robert Whittaker. Robert Whittaker went in as champion, and Romero couldn't win the belt. Same when Romero missed weight against Luke Rockhold. They went out for an interim title, if I'm not mistaken, or number 1 contender spot. That's if you're the champion and you miss weight, you lose your belt on the scale. But no other champion's done that. That's why we ain't seen it. But it's fact. If Gaethje missed weight, the fight would go ahead.
Yeah, but he can't win the title.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, I know that. I know that. I know. Or maybe, like you just said, it's never actually happened. So maybe that's why I don't have any recollection.
So Charles Oliveira has missed weight, and now he's lost the title.
He's lost the title, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, you have to play by the rules.
Hold on a minute. If Gaethje doesn't defeat him, it just becomes an up for grab. Like nobody's a champion. Well, then I'm not gonna lie. If I'm Gaethje, I'm not even bothering with the fight. Then,
of course, because Gaethje can win the belt, bro.
No, it's saying Gaethje can't win the belt. Apparently, the belt just ain't involved in the match now.
Are you sure?
I'm 100%.
Because I'm pretty sure the belt becomes vacant in that fight. Are you?
No,
okay.
the belt is vacant now. The belt.
So Oliveira can't win back his belt, but Gaethje can be champion.
No, Ace and Injury said no one gets the title.
No, but Oliveira can't win. If he wins, he can't be crowned the champion.
Well, then, even if I'm Oliveira, I'm thinking, what's the point in this fight then?
Oh, Gaethje can win it, so Gaethje can still win it.
The point for Oliveira is if he wins the fight, then his next fight will be for the belt.
I'm not gonna lie, this is just stupid.
Fair enough. I'm not gonna. That seems a little bit mad still.
Nah,
BT Sports. Big up Jamie as well. Jamie just said BT Sports. I've tweet. Yes, Oliveira has been officially stripped. Apparently,
it had to be. And yes, I am doing a watch long for it.
That's kind of. I'm not gonna lie. That messes up the fight. I can't even front.
Yeah, that makes it a bit mad. But you know what? To be fair, Oliveira should have made weight.
Should have made weight. No,
but I've always said he's a welterweight. And I think he's probably
in
the
my
best
opinion,
person to
in my
take on them.
opinion,
Usman
he would have
anyway.
beat. In my opinion, he would have. Regardless,
He beats Gaethje.
I think he beats Gaethje. He beats Gaethje.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think Oliveira's the only one who could take the title from Usman as well. But yeah.
So that again, bro.
I don't see a world where that can take Usman's belt, but I think that Oliveira could.
Oliveira's one that could give him trouble, at least.
I'll be honest. Apart from Hamzat, that's the only man under 185 pound that can potentially beat Usman, and I don't think he does.
Fair enough. Anyway, we'll talk about that another day.
Mario says, if you had to pick one player from Chelsea's fire sale, who would it be? Also, you guys need to be in a studio once a week. Keep up the good work. We're working on it.
Working on that, you know. Trust me.
Reece James for backup.
Yeah. And you can play centre mid as well.
I know what you mean. But we got to be realistic. Reece James did not sit on the bench. So
it's not about what he wants, bro. He might have a club.
It's how big Kante.
I'm actually thinking about Mendy because he'd be a great backup goalkeeper.
Mendy would sit on the bench, but
no, but Mane would have a word with Mendy. It's a bit easier to convince him, isn't it?
What about declining Kante can still do a job though?
I would take Kante, but not over like
and what
some
about,
of the players
like
who've
I said,
got
what
a bit
about
more.
Kante and Kopish? What about Kopish?
No, I wouldn't take.
I
think he's a good player, but I wouldn't take him.
If it's one name, it's Reece.
Yeah, I can see the logic in what Cal's saying actually.
Yeah. If you could get him to beat the whole bench.
You know what? I still tell people though. I know it sounds crazy. Don't sleep on Werner at a club that can get more out of him. You know.
No. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be so honest. You see, Timo Werner. That Timo Werner that I saw in the German league is not the same Timo Werner. And I don't know
that's what we said about Shevchenko.
No, bro. I'm gonna be honest. No, it's not that. It's not even got to do the fact of the way how Chelsea play. I'm just solely watching him. He lacks. I don't even want to be disrespectful. He lacks some technical ability that I feel like he should have. And you know how we kind of criticize Jota, bruv. Jota looks like prime R9 compared to Timo Werner. I'm not even gassing you. There's something about Werner that's lacking, but we'll leave it there. There's something he lacks, bro.
Ason says City will drop points. Get out them bets, lads. They will, I think.
Just let me know what game you've got the scoop on, bro, so I know.
Pimp in Distress says, been meaning to ask you guys for a while. Any opinions on Klopp? I
like that. Top banter.
Shout out to Grace for the super sticker as well. Much appreciated, Grace. Thank you.
Big up.
Doogie says Millie would slap the S out of them rats and snakes.
Nah, he would. I'm not even gonna lie.
He would sit there with his Ribena and be like, "This ain't nothing."
He would.
Ason says City sold us Milner, who'd have managed that game, but they didn't sell him. He left on a free.
He left for free. They were devastated he left as well. They tried really hard to hold on to him.
Their fans did appreciate him though.
They didn't. No, some of them did, but I know what you mean. Yeah.
Jamrock says, "Don't forget that's why you pick that combo."
I'm guessing next week Jamrock might have a reason why he asked for those players. Yeah.
Sam Max Legend says,
big up Sam Max, man.
Yeah, we're playing the wrong team in the Champions League final. La Liga is won. They have 22 days of resting key players. Can play a few just to keep their match fit in a few league games. Vinicius will smoke Trent. Camavinga will burn Hendo. Sadly, this won't go our way, I fear. Oh, can I speak on this?
Go shoot.
For a start, the league might be won, yes, but we've seen having a big gap between the end of a season and the Champions League final could be a hindrance as opposed to a positive. We play well with momentum. Can Vinicius smoke Trent? Yes, he can. But we all said, or a lot of people said, Trent was going to get smoked when we played City the last couple of times, and that didn't happen. Camavinga, will he burn Hendo? We might not even play against Hendo. Is he burning Thiago and Flacco? I don't think so. But what I will say on Camavinga...
Will Camavinga even start?
One, will he start? What I will say is, remember when I was screaming about Camavinga last summer? This is the reason why. The boy is going to be a special midfielder. Changed that game when he came on. Jamrock says, that was my point why I was pro ESL. Rollout was bad. I hear that, Jamrock. I hear that.
I think a lot of people are changing their mind as well because that new actual
it's got the
UEFA
UEFA.
thing. Yeah, it's like, well, this is basically gonna be the bloody Super League. Like,
Worse.
what the hell?
AD
Yeah.
says Kop-Ish, baddest fan channel, hands down. Big up,
Big up, bro. Big up, love, man, love.
Zotis says, did you hear St. Max say he's on the same level as Mane? What do you think?
I did. I think he's just annoyed at everybody having a go at him because he's been getting a lot of slack.
Well, if he said that, then he's going to get even more slack. What a silly thing to say.
No, because if you remember, about a year ago, he was saying a lot of nice things about Mane and like saying, like, don't compare me to Mane, guys. Come on, don't be like that. But then I think everybody's just got so disrespectful that, like, but yeah, he still shouldn't have said it. But I think that's because of the abuse he's been getting.
I don't know. It's a very stupid thing to say. Ason would be same thing about Prem during the Invincibles regarding Lee's point. That's why I want to do research on it, to be fair. Liverpool 12th man says, Lerner Lee just said, even if we win the quad, we.
Did he really? Oh, shit. He got caught slipping, yeah?
Obviously, like, you have them days where you reminisce about the
one
what,
that bloodlines. You know, Lee's feeling those bloodlines. He's stuck in the quantum realm, bro. He's like, I want to be a Liverpool fan, but my Arsenal, you don't know what he's doing, bro.
Jamrock says top 5 best team not to win a World Cup. I can only remember the World Cup from 1998, so I can only go from 1998.
I think all the best team. Oh, I thought he meant like ever. I'm realizing what he means. Like, it was a team that should have won it and didn't. Yeah. England is definitely in there. I think England during the golden era should have definitely won a World Cup or at least the Euros. The Portugal team that had Figo and Rui Costa and all them, man, that failed to win that Euros that year. That was they should have won the Euros that year.
Dennis says Diaz should start from the bench for the Champions League final. Oh, I disagree. I'm gonna cook these lot from early still.
Can't wait to bring him on to change the game.
I get where he's coming from in terms of having a game changer that's so amazing at changing the game in case it's not good. But you don't want to get like 2-0 behind and chase the game. That's the problem, innit? So, yeah.
Well, people, as always, it's been a pleasure. We are going to be back tomorrow. Watch along and post match. We need to beat Tottenham. We all know what it is.
And
now.
everybody stop underestimating this Tottenham game, man. This is a bloody hard game.
Oh, that's a massive game, bro.
Because everyone's going, like, who's going to beat City? In my head, I'm like, let's get past Tottenham before we start worrying about who's going to beat City.
It's a big game, bro. It's a big
Do you know what I mean? Like,
we can do it. We can do it. We've shown it many times, so we can need to do what we need to do.
This is a good shout still. Some great team. Holland, there's definitely some tournaments Holland should have won. 100%. And
Germany, Germany have won it, though.
No, but Germany didn't win ones they should have. Because I think what he means is like a team going in who should have won that didn't. Do you get what I mean?
I think sometimes you have to look at who won it instead of those teams as well, though. Because
like when Greece won that Euros instead of Portugal, that just shouldn't have happened. You know?
Yeah, but that's a Euros.
When Denmark won the Euros, credit to them. They had a brilliant tournament. They should have not won that year.
I know,
you know
but
what I mean?
The World Cup's slightly different because, I mean, Spain when they won it, no one can really argue and say Spain.
No, they deserve that.
Brazil in 2002.
Yeah, they deserve it.
Oh yeah,
best team to not win it. Brazil 98.
Yeah.
Brazil in 98 should have won the World Cup.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Right. People, yes, we will be back tomorrow. Again, if you weren't able to catch this show live, please still smash the like button. Also, it will be available on podcast as well, all your favorite podcast platforms. So make sure you check out there as well. As always, guys, follow us on social media. We're on Twitter, Insta, Facebook, and TikTok. Let's get those subscribers and followers up. We're on the road to 25k as well, people. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And they're a couple hundred away from 25k, which will be very humbling and a big achievement for us. So please help us with that. Argentina 2010 is a big shout.
Yeah, they should have won that. They should have won that.
Big
100%.
shout.
Yes,
Matt, just anything you want to say to the people before we take him out?
No, just love as always, man. And again, some really, really generous super chats as well. So big up yourselves, man. And obviously, apologies if anybody isn't still watching who super chatted from the beginning. Hope you got to watch it back as well afterwards. We just got to keep the flow going on this show because obviously we got to bring people in. And yeah, I think from next week the timer's gonna have to actually be in full effect, like full effect. You get me? And if you want to bring receipts, y'all gotta get luck after.
Now, all jokes aside, I don't mind the receipts. I actually, do you know what? Do you know why I like the receipts? It just shows that it shows how much we do flip flop as fans.
I think every fan flips off, but if anyone wants to bring it, if anyone
also
wants to
shows football changes.
If anyone wants to bring a receipt for me now, enough receipts have been parted in now. If you bring a receipt now, you're gonna get luck off.
I'm all right with it, man. Jamal, if I get any dirt on you, know, I'm gonna spread it, bro. I'm gonna spread it like wildfire, bro. You're gonna see it in newspapers and everything. I know. Blessings to everyone. Make sure you check out the merch, which is gonna be in the link as well, people.
Yes.
Get yourself some merch.
Some special tops down there as well, still.
And obviously, with the end of the season, the new season coming, we're gonna have some new merch coming out soon as well. So make sure you keep an eye on that.
I believe.
Yeah, we're gonna continue growing with your guys' help. And hopefully take over this.
Oh yeah, and a couple of people who never got on as well. Apologies. Hey Mark, Mark, you don't want to do it, bro. You don't want to do it, bro. I told you I'm on you, brother. It's not looking like you're gonna win that league, bro. I thought you was gonna. You're looking like Mark Fraudiola right now. You're looking like it, bro. So let's see.
Yeah. Nah. Bless up, everyone. Until we see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Friday, wherever you are. Stay safe.
Spurs, trust me.
Stay blessed. We are Kop-Ish. We're going for the quad, and we are out, people. Take care.
Peace.